Alright, we are on.
Hello, everyone. Oh, and hey, look at
Wow,
that.
good timing, girl.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry, I just finished my meeting,
You
so
literally, I hit start and then you popped into the Skype, so that worked out very well.
oh wow. I'm
Yeah.
just that
Mhm.
good. I'm just actually psychic.
Uh,
In case y'all didn't know.
Add that to your
So
character
like
sheet.
I actually just knew it was time for me.
It's
Yeah.
time for you. Yeah, maybe the fact that
It
it
was
was
time for you.
6:30 might have tipped you off.
Maybe.
'Twas time.
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Oh, jeez.
All right. So, well, since we're all here, I guess should we just get started?
You want to give just some
No, I know. I will. Yeah. No, I just meant like,
Yeah.
are we still gonna try and vamp? But
I was just gonna say, wait 2 minutes to let people show up now that we've started, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do
I'm
the.
also fine with waiting 2 minutes because I really need to pee.
Then go to the bathroom,
Oh,
Shannon.
Yeah. Go
Oh,
on.
I'll be right back.
Oh, jeez.
Goodness. Where was that? Can I just have you guys tell me what your total HP is right now?
23.
Who was that? Is it, Estrella?
Oh, wait, hold on. For you,
Sorry, I'm
it
not
would be this way. 23.
What?
2.
23.
Three.
I'm not looking at pictures. I'm somewhere else.
Okay,
I'm not
it's
looking
23.
Got it. Paid. Kate? Kate, I can't hear you.
You are.
I can't hear you at
I
all.
got nothing.
Hello?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, I don't know what just happened.
You're very quiet, though.
Alright, hold on. My HP is 27.
Okay. You're a little louder now, so.
I was yelling.
Ah.
Um,
Good.
better now.
Yeah.
Okay. Skype did the thing where it switched my mic for no
Oh,
reason.
good. Love when it does that. It's fine. You can now match me because for some reason OBS wants me to be extremely quiet, and I don't know why. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you listen to the past streams, I'm just like a little mouse compared to the rest of you.
Really? That's not
Yeah,
okay.
It's fine. Alright. We're still waiting for Shannon, but we got a few people in.
No, you're not.
Wow, this keeps happening.
I told you I'm psychic. I'm just that good.
Zahara, what is your max HP?
That is an excellent question, and you will have to stay tuned for that answer because I need to bring up my character sheet.
All right. When you
But
do
in
that,
the meantime, I have Cooking by the Book stuck in my head.
well, don't
it
get
came
it
on
stuck
in
in
the
our
car.
heads. Don't get it stuck in our heads.
Hi,
That
Tim.
sounds like a
Hi, Andrew. Obviously you should pick us and not Saikuno, but Saikuno is a good choice. But it says he's offline right now, so...
I don't know who that is, but Andrew, I've known you for 10 years. I take precedence.
Also, I may have had a glass of wine before this.
I don't know.
Because I
break
was
what
in
down?
lab happy hour. So
What am I breaking?
just a heads up.
Oh.
My
can't
max
do-
HP at
hold
the
on.
moment is 28.
Wait, hold
I
on.
went-
Wait,
Oh,
Does that count?
Rebecca, I can't hear
Sorry.
Shannon. What? What, Shannon?
my max HP is 28.
28. Okay.
28. I am weak sauce. Wait, what was Kate's?
27?
Yes, I
I
am.
also just
I
know-
am.
I'm making like a little
Yes.
battle tracker for when y'all get into battle. Can I just have your ACs?
AC
Oh, my AC is 15.
14.
14 as well.
Alright. So then others.
Andrew, I get it. I would make an exception for Saikuno as well.
Who is
Who's
Saikuno?
I mean, you're not
He's a
making
very,
an exception. I would be making an exception. You know what I mean?
He's a very attractive Twitch streamer.
He's just so
Oh.
sweet.
He is.
I
like-
should know things. I don't. I'm sorry.
He is.
Oh,
I
I'm
also
wearing
find him
Cade's
very
color right
attractive.
now.
So.
Or Cade's like character like sidebar thing with all the stats. See, I'm
What'd
wearing
you
the
say?
color. I'm wearing Cade's color, like in the thing. I don't know what's called. The
I'm wearing
backdrop.
Cade's
The
shirt
banners?
today.
Or character banners?
Yeah, the banners. The banners, yeah.
K-pop
Oh, I
looking
should wear my
anime
camp
action
shirts.
boys. Well, okay, I'm here for it now.
What, Saikuno?
How Andrew just described him, yes. Sounds lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Question, Rebecca, is it Riru or Reru? Riru, okay.
Riru. Riru.
Riru.
No. None
Not
of that.
The anime glasses.
Y'all, I'm giving the cursed dice another chance today.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what
How that
happens.
So we'll
Goes.
see how that goes.
Alright, speaking of cursed dice. Oh, there we go. That's not what I had actually, and it has nothing to do with cursed dice. But alright. So now I believe I am good. I am all set. So, welcome everybody back to the Sleeping Gods of Ninda. I am your humble dungeon master for this evening, Sienna, and we are going to do a little recap on what has been happening in our world. So we're in this post-apocalyptic world. What are we to do? Well, we're gonna go to Lilybrook. So our heroes have just been in the town of Lilybrook. This is actually where we find them right now. They were just getting set up with some horses. They met David and Ben, owners of David's Bridal and Ben's Secret, the Goliath and Gnome couple that have a stable of miniature horses, as well as regular size horses. We also met back up with Xavier, the coachman for Estrella from her last show in Dormishire, as he is now working at the Drowning Fish. We also met Sunny, the turtle who is in charge of the Candlebed Inn. And we also spent a little time trying to decode the mysterious messages that were received in our first session. And it was concluded by our party that their next stop should be Dorsima, which is I apologize, my dog is barking outside, but I can't mute myself because I gotta talk.
You can just mute your
You just have to
dog.
bark louder.
Yeah, Chloe,
You just have to
mute.
bark louder.
Yeah. Also,
hear the
fair
blues
warning, I got the first COVID shot today, so if I'm, like, loopy,
Woo!
for some reason, that is my side effect. I've been kind of loopy all day. Don't know why.
This will be fun.
Yeah,
You'll
this
be
will be
loopy.
fun.
I had a glass of wine. It's gonna be fun.
I drove all
fun.
the hours today, so...
Yeah.
All right.
Kate, how you doing?
I did homework all day, so.
Well, that's normal.
That's mentally challenging, so it's mentally draining. Alright, so, and, so our heroes decided to, try and check out their luck in Dorsima, the neighboring town, to see if they can find any more about the person that Estrella is looking for, as that is the last place they were seen. You guys are still in Lilybrook. I believe you had possibly thought about asking Xavier if he wanted to come with you guys. You don't have a cart. You have 3 horses, though. And that's where we are now. You guys have just left David's bridal with your 3 horses in tow.
3 horses. I should
Um,
write that down, that there are 3 of them. I forgot.
yes, we each have one.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah.
Wait, so do we or do we not have a
And-
cart?
You do not have a cart.
Just 3 horses. And they are normal-sized horses.
They are normal
Okay.
horses.
I'm writing that in my
They
items.
look very strong,
3
though.
horses.
They look very sweet, very
What
mild
does mine
mannered,
look-
but
Hold on. What does mine look like?
yours is a it's has black and white spots, almost like a Dalmatian.
Ew.
Like a cow.
No, it's more like a Dalmatian,
Oh.
but in
Alright.
horse form.
Small
Now-
spots.
Does the horse have a name?
Spot.
Okay, it's going to have a new name. It's going to be...
Wait, did we
So it-
buy these horses or are we renting them?
You bought these horses.
This is my horse
Oh,
now.
we
It's
bought
not
them.
going to be named Spot. It's going to be,
Yeah, he did. I came up with that name.
Yes.
You did not ask David if these horses had names. He did not tell you that they already had names. You were buying
Yes.
them, so it's kind of like adopting an animal.
They usually
You
come with a
can
name.
it whatever you want.
Question, can I speak with animals to find out their names?
Yes, but now we have to figure out horse names.
I still wish
Oh.
to name my
I
own
mean,
horse.
you should have been expecting this. Giving Shannon,
Yeah,
letting Shannon
that's
play either a
Oh,
ranger or
Lord.
druid, like, you
Sure.
don't get
Yeah, go ahead and speak with animals.
Wait, was it
find
black
out
with...
these
Oh, it
horses'
was
names.
white with black spots. Hmm.
Yeah, Cade's is black with white spots. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna say,
but
good eye,
Cade's
fellow
is-
ungulates.
Cade's is a jet black horse,
Nice.
and Zahara's is a chestnut brown with like
Ooh.
cream
Wait, chestnut brown with a what?
underbelly,
With a what underbelly? Sorry, you're cutting out.
cream colored, like
Cream
tan-
color underbelly, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With a cream under. So I'm gonna say, hi, fellow ungulates. What do you go by? What do they call you?
do a horse voice. I wasn't expecting this. I should have just come up with. I practiced other voices today while I was driving to and from my vaccine.
Oh,
See, I
Lord.
know when I was making originally my druid character to play in this, you got excited to because
I know,
you
but
could do animal voices.
Yes, but I wasn't expecting to have to.
I
do
mean,
this.
Andrew's got a lot of options for you in the chat. Not voices,
Like-
obviously,
for
but
names.
names.
Harold, Winifred,
Harold?
Then hold on, give me one. I wanna go on.
Natasha. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go on the Twitch and I'll see which ones I like best, and that's
I love
who's.
that.
Natasha is really
I like
good.
Natasha.
That is great.
I-
Winifred is also fantastic. Bob.
Let me see. All right, I'm
wanted-
looking at chat now.
Yeah, see, now I
Okay,
don't get
yes,
to
I'm
name my
looking
own
at-
horse, though.
I'm looking at the chat.
Ugh.
Okay. All right.
I swear. If you name my horse Harold.
So who are you talking to
What?
first? Forced. Who are you talking to first?
Talk your own horse.
Zahara, which
See?
horse?
I'm gonna talk to like all of them
Oh.
kind of as a group because I figure when we get them like they're as a group. So
All right. So you cast speak with animals, and these 3 horses, they look at you and go.
also I do it as a ritual.
Oh, you do it as a ritual. How long does it take?
Oh my
10
life.
minutes.
So you're standing there for 10 minutes while you cast speak with animals, and these horses are staring at
Meanwhile,
you.
Estrella has already named her horse. Just
All right.
so
Well-
she's gonna find out that it has its own name, and she's gonna be like, awkward.
So we
Roll a
Alright,
persuasion check
I've-
against the horse to change its name.
Persuasion check.
I'll
I'll
let
translate.
you do that if you really want to, but wait until you find out which
Okay.
name it is. So,
Yeah, I
all
want to
right.
hear these.
I think
names.
I've picked out my favorites. So, Gotta get into a horse voice. Well, I'm Winnie. This is a horse voice, I've decided. I'm Winnie. I'm Tasha. And I'm Harold.
Which is which?
Okay, which ones were which again?
You didn't ask. You just asked what their names were.
Well, they have to be speaking.
Yes. Okay. So Winnie is the black and white, the like Dalmatian spotted one.
Winnie.
Tasha is the all black horse, and Harold is the chestnut brown one.
Yeah. So Rebecca's aunt's name is Winnie. I don't really want to name my horse after my aunt. That's weird for me. So yes, I am going to try to persuade it to have a new name. Well, it's my aunt and my grandma's name. I'm changing it. So I'm persuading this horse to be named Starscape.
Starscape.
It looks like a whole bunch.
that.
If it's a bunch of little polka dots, it's like stars. Even if it's in reverse. From.
Okay.
So I'll translate that to Winnie.
Oh, great.
And say that
The horse isn't.
well, Estrella wants to rename you to Starscape.
I heard you say Sasuke. The way your accent sounded.
Wants to name you Sasuke? Sasuke! No persuasion check needed immediately. Yes. Alright, roll a persuasion check.
I'm casting guidance on myself.
For
Yes, it's a cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I want. This is important. Persuasion. I got a 17.
Okay, well, I did make the DC 20, considering this horse is an adult and has known its own name for however long it's been.
We didn't even know their names until
I didn't know their names, but they knew their names.
Oh, I got water all over my notes. Why am I like this?
I will say
Rebecca, would you like to trade horses?
that you says, Winnie, if a horse could eye someone skeptically up and down, Winnie has just done this.
They definitely can.
And
The side eye.
Winnie looks you up and down and goes, I like scape. Just scape.
That's cool. I can go with that.
Right, yeah, I'll let her know.
This is a nickname.
So I
you
translate
know?
that.
Like we're buds now.
So she's willing to compromise. She doesn't like Starscape. It's too long.
She's fine with Skype.
Skype. Yes. All right, Skype it is.
All right.
I love that every interaction we have with a horse has to last.
Yeah, I was
10
gonna
times
say,
longer than
I
it
was
used
just
to.
gonna name it, and then we went off. So here we are
Specifically horse interactions, it feels
Anyway, let's
again. Hashtag sponsored.
here. All right. Anyway, so you now know your horse's names, or have compromised on new ones. Yeah. What would you guys like to do next? Are you going to ask Xavier if he wants to come with you guys, or are you just gonna dip?
I mean, I guess not, since we have horses and not a cart.
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah, we only need it.
and
Like,
it'd
he
be
would
weird if we
be
were,
just
like-
riding on the back of one of our horses.
Yeah.
I feel that's
And
weird.
also, he
Especially since
I
a lot of
mean,
us are
look,
kind of tall.
Look, here's the thing, is that last night when I offended him, as I tend to do, he did say, he's like, oh, I'm all established, and I've got an apartment, and I can't just walk one town over, and went off on me all about that. So I don't want to offend him by being like, hey, you want to walk one town over after you already told me you couldn't do that? I feel like he's gonna yell at me again, and I don't really want that. Like, I'm not trying to make enemies, you know?
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to come with us, does he?
No, that's what I'm saying, is that...
No. I mean, let's
Seems
just leave him.
like-
If he wants to buy a horse, he can ride it
Exactly.
there himself.
I mean, he's got an apartment
Okay.
and a job and all that nonsense.
Right, well, do we need any supplies?
Ah.
Uh.
I mean...
Rations.
So what was it? It was a.
Now
I
you know
will
perfectly
say-
well. I have
It was
plenty
about
of
to
okay.
reach, right?
Oh, I wanna point this out. So, I've made a conscious decision after last time, that we are not going to when you guys go to like a tavern, we're not going to worry about money. We're just going to say you pay your bill and it's done because it's going to be in
Copper. Yeah.
like yeah, it's going to be like not worth it. If you're
Okay.
staying in an inn, that will count, and I have prices already written out for different varying levels of extravagance. And all the candle beds will be the same kind of price that you guys experienced last time. And if you guys are going on large camping excursions, this one isn't that large, so I won't really make you count it this time. But if in the future you guys have to go on a longer trip, like between towns, I will make you actually have to worry about food.
So,
Especially since you have a ranger in your party.
I can hunt.
Yeah.
I
so,
can watch.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, you know, you have the ability to find your own food. You can also stock up before you leave a town. I want... so, keep those things in mind for now, but they don't have to be... You know, this time around, I'm gonna say that you probably have enough stocked up, / it's not that long of a trip.
Okay. Quick question. Health
Yes.
potions typically cost 50 gold pieces?
Yes.
Okay. I have like 51. So
I mean-
I'll probably
we
I'm
have to
probably
split
fine
up
about
the
it.
cost of
I mean,
the
you guys
horses
can
too.
No, I
Oh.
already took out the cost of the
Well,
horses.
I did not. Hold on. So. Okay.
I think it was
Um,
100 split 3
Yeah,
ways.
that is correct. 2 is 5, 3, 8, 2.
I also took out already.
Okay, well, it's just me then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you guys
Okay, there.
keep
Now,
track of
now
your
I've
money.
taken care of it.
Honest with. Okay. All right. Do you guys want to stop in at Laz's Lavish Luxuries, or do you want to just get
I
going?
think
Hit
I'm
dusty
content
trail.
to get on the road.
I think I'm ready.
I'm good.
All
We
right.
don't
Let's get on with it.
we
Okay.
don't need any luxuries on this
Oh,
Yeah.
little excursion, do we?
so I've explained this to you guys, but not because you guys haven't gone in there yet for the show. Laz's Lavish Luxuries exists in almost every town in Ninda. They are like, so really it's more like the fantasy Costco from the Adventure Zone.
Oh.
So fantasy Costco where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you. Shout out to Taz. But it is, but I have equated it to more like a fantasy Wawa, where it has like, it's more like a convenience store, but they do have some cool shit as well.
I don't know why I thought they just sold like soaps and perfumes. Like that's what I pictured in
I
my
said
mind.
it was a
Yeah.
fantasy Wawa.
I don't remember what you said. It does feel like it would sell soap. I agree. Something about
I mean, they do.
I
Sell
know,
soap.
but it's something about the
Wawa
name
sells soap,
sounds
right?
soapy. I don't know what.
I mean,
Maybe lavish because
that's how they-
lavish like is like like
lather or like
lather,
lather.
yeah, lavish, lather, you know.
when you walk in, there's a display of Laz's lavish lathers.
So for all of our non-Jersey people, I mean, there's Wawas in other states, but primarily, mostly non-Jersey people, Wawa is the best convenience store ever.
Facts.
And we're all from Jersey, so we all love Wawa.
Facts.
But I recognize
Not
not
North
everybody's
Jersey,
gonna know
which
what
means
Wawa
that-
is.
I get Wawa like once a month.
The struggle. I got
I got Wawa for
today.
the
I
first
got-
time in
I was-
a
I
year and a
Wawa's in
half today
Virginia.
on my way back.
I had Wawa today because I was in South Jersey.
It,
I mount my
Closest
horse.
Wawa's
I mount my
either
horse
Virginia
also.
or Florida.
But anyway, yeah, Wawa is
Alright,
life.
so-
Moving
Okay.
on. So
Alright, so we are heading. You're not stopping at Laz's.
No.
Alright, so we are on the road again. We are on the road to Dorsima. So the way that this is going to work is I've figured out how to, it's going to be a bit of a specialized encounter. So there's two possible ways that you can do this trip. I mean, you could probably do a mix of them, and we can do that if you really want to, but, there is, so, this trip would have taken you a week on foot. It will take you 3.5 days on horseback. That is if you're stopping each night. It will take you 2 full days if you go through the night. So, what that is going to mean mechanically is that for the first option, for the 3.5 days, it's going to be like a day 1 encounter, then you get a long rest. Day 2 encounter, long rest. Day 3 encounter, long rest. Day 4 encounter, and then you arrive.
Okay.
For the going through the night, it'll be night 1 encounter, short rest. Day 1. Yeah, it'll be day 1, night 1, day 2, night 2, day 3 you arrive. And so it's going to be the same amount of encounters, but when you go through the night, you're only getting short rests. You can take a short rest after every encounter, but you can only take a short rest, not a long rest. So it depends on if you guys are caring about time. I don't think you necessarily have a need to. From what you've gleaned, it's not like you're on a time constraint. But if you're kind of just think that if your characters think that when you get to Dorsima, you're going to part ways and you just want to be rid of each other, you might want to go for the 2 full days. It depends on what you guys feel is necessary.
I think we should take our time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like my
as much as I would
rests.
like to not be out in the wilderness for as long as possible, or be out in the wilderness for as short as possible, something like that, I don't need to ride all night or whatever. That also sounds awful.
Yeah.
So,
I have a question before we get started. So, am I able to kind of travel a little bit ahead of the group with Ruby? Because if I'm traveling alone, I can move stealthily at a normal pace, but I don't know how alone I have to be. Am I able to be kind of just a little ways ahead, or do I have to be completely separate?
I'm going to say that you would have to be completely separate. So for this instance, you would essentially be getting your own encounters and be alone, which I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I don't
But I will say that the road that you are taking is not like you're traveling through a full-on forest. It's kind of like what you see here. Throughout Ninda, there are actual pathways that have actual roads. They're not paved, but they're dirt roads that people typically travel on. I don't have them here, but right in around here, there. Sorry. Sorry. Forest path. But around, every so often there are these big bonfires. Not really bonfires, more like braziers to kind of light the way for people who are traveling through the night. And there are obvious patches where you can set up tents and camps for however long you need to. So it's a fairly main road. You might pass people. That might be some of the encounters. You never know. All right.
Okay, cool.
So it's not as dangerous as if you were just going straight through a forest, but it still has possible dangers because you're still surrounded by forest on either side.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you technically have part of the river on your right-hand side, but there's forest in between it.
Alrighty. Well, on the road then.
All right. So that is going to lead us to our first encounter. So I'm going to need one of you to roll a d20.
Oh, a d20, not a d100.
Not me.
Okay. I'm not afraid like all of you,
Thank
so
you.
I'll do it.
I never said I
You
was
always
afraid.
say you are when I'm DMing. Fine.
Yeah, that's because
We have a
your
bad
count-
history.
Not last time. I was
scary.
the one rolling for the last.
I got
bit.
an 11.
An 11. All right. Roll me a d4.
Okay. A 4. I
I'm
got
so
a
excited
4.
to play Cade. All his
4.
So
Okay.
whatever it is,
I
there's
don't
probably
actually
4
have.
of them.
I will say that I don't actually have art for any people that you will be meeting. So, I will draw them the next time you meet them. Because fun fact, I spent time crafting a letter that I thought you guys were going to get this session. Turns out I'm going to give it to you later.
As it goes.
And it took
Spoiler
a long
alert.
time. So I didn't have time to do art this week. So you come across a Fearbolg, who is kind of dressed in a bit of what you would think is supposed to be a kind of like stately manner. But on him it kind of just looks like he's lost in it. He's like got like a vest and a button-up shirt on, but it almost looks like he's like a kid wearing his dad's clothes.
It's
Not
three
in the
Fearbolgs in a trench coat!
not in the sense that they actually don't fit him. He just doesn't look like he fits
Is
in
he
them.
like a young, like a child still? Or is it a
No,
okay.
no, he's an adult. He's older than all of
Okay.
you. I would say like middle age.
Alright.
So is walking with while his clothing doesn't look like it really suits him, he is walking through this path with a very sure-footedness. And he's walking in the opposite, like he's walking essentially towards you guys because he's going in the opposite direction of where you're coming from. And I will say that you guys can make me a history check, and Estrella can make it with advantage.
Okay.
Alright. What is my history? Eventually I'll have her stats memorized.
Oh, okay, I got a 19.
I got a 19 as well.
Cool.
I got a
So-
13.
That's actually probably, well, maybe Zahara wouldn't know who this is, but the both of you, Kade and Estrella do. This is Thielen Luris. He is the Thieland, Thelen, Luris, Luris.
Is he one of the 5 people?
Yes,
Okay.
he is one of the leaders of the region. In fact, he is the leader of the region that Kade comes from. Oh, actually, wait. I might have messed that up. Is he? Yes, he is. I might not have given you his name because you wouldn't necessarily know.
Okay.
Because he doesn't come from your town. He just sanctions over that area. And I will say that he is alone. You would think that one of the leaders of the leaders of the regions would be with a guard of like the protectors of Ninda. He's just chilling, walking on his own in the direction of Lilybrook.
Would he know me?
He nods to you guys, and he,
Okay, so
he doesn't have a hat, but he nods to you guys, and he's.
would he know me?
He actually is going to make a perception check or I guess I made you guys do history to see if you recognized him, so I'll make him do a history as well. And of course that means I have to pull up his stats because for some reason I wasn't prepared for that. Give me one second.
But you do this to me all the time,
No,
so...
I was like that.
I
What?
said, sorry, but you do this to me all the time, so...
I put him as an option for you guys to run into. I just forgot to pull up his stuff. So give me one moment while I pull that up. So I mean, if you guys want to hard to talk and
so
tell
I'm just
Zahara
going to, I guess, because Zahara doesn't know, I'll just lean over and say, so that's Thielen Loris, the leader of the Hypnos.
The Hypnos.
Yes, the Hypnos. The region, the Hypnos.
Right, that's where wait, hold on. This is Shannon being confused now.
That
I need to
is
look at a map.
here. I will.
Awesome.
I will try and pull up the map if I can.
Yeah,
Come
a
on.
lot of times I have like Rebecca's map open in a web browser, so like during her campaign, like I can like follow along
That's
with
so
it. And for
smart.
some reason, I didn't pull it up this time for this campaign.
Can you guys? Am I still sharing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
you guys.
just see show presenter.
Yeah,
view.
you
Oh.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's what I
hovering
see,
on
yeah.
that. But now you're gone.
Sorry, I will be right back.
I want a reason to stab him.
Please don't stab the leader of a region for no reason.
Oh, and
He's also
I will say, Estrella, with your 19, you know him. He's one of the chiller
Yeah, he's
guys.
he's a very kind man. I don't think we should stab him.
Yeah,
Personally,
he's very nice.
you know,
Sorry, but who is he exactly?
he's so well, he's one of the leaders of one of the regional leaders of, you know, there's leaders of the regions, there's 5 regions. He's the leader of the Hypnos. You know,
Oh right, I haven't made my way there yet. Might be why I don't recognize him.
I mean, I don't know if you as a random traveling ranger would know. No, anyone could know these people. There's really, anyone knows these things. This is just normal information
The reason
that everyone knows.
this is normal
Yes,
information,
exactly.
right?
Everyone knows these things.
Right?
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So,
Okay.
it's definitely, yep.
That's definitely a normal thing.
Yeah, everyone knows. Are you actually saying it's normal, or are you commentating on me saying it's normal?
Commentating on
Okay,
these
because
things.
I wasn't sure if you were
I wouldn't
actually
know. I've never
establishing it
been
as
to the
being
Hypnos.
normal or not, or if it's suspicious that I know
You're
things.
part of the Hypnos.
See, I wasn't sure exactly how well known the leaders would be, because, like, I mean, if I was walking down the street and I saw, like, Biden walking around, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Biden. But, like, I don't know, if it was, like, some random senator, I'd be like,
Oh,
I don't know who that
Biden.
is.
I thought you were naming somebody else in this world, and I was like,
Yeah,
who?
you know. Biden, the
Oh, no,
famous
sorry, our
sorcerer.
absolute president.
That's actually the new name for my horse. Carol's being renamed to Biden.
Oh, you don't even have to have a conversation or roll persuasion. You just get to rename him.
I mean,
I was
he
kidding.
chose to ask for
He does not recognize you.
Alright, yeah, so, anyway,
But he does look a little preoccupied.
so he's the lead. Anyway, we're on the way to the, that's, Dorsima's in the shades, and he is the leader of the Hypnos. It's a little curious that he would just be on the road here by himself, don't you think?
I don't know anything about how the Hypnos
Well,
works.
I mean,
so
true.
wouldn't
I
know.
don't know anything about how the Hypnos works either. I just mean, as a leader of a region, they typically... Not that I have any knowledge of any leaders of any regions, but just in general, in common knowledge that,
Make a deception check.
I'm so...
You 100% have to make a deception check, and both of you can make an insight check.
I'm so confused as to what I'm actually inciting.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
I think I know.
that's
what
a
I'm inciting.
26.
It turns out that Zahara's also super confused because she got a
I got
nat
a-
one.
I got a 14.
I got a 26, y'all, so I am telling the
Shannon and
truth.
Zahara both got a nat one.
Yeah, no, you don't think this is
Yeah,
weird
anyway,
at all.
so,
Neither of you.
yeah,
You're like,
it's very common
you maybe
knowledge
think that's a little
to
weird.
know.
but like,
Yeah, I'm always weird. Anyway,
I
Yeah.
just think Estrella's weird.
exactly.
Period.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She is weird. Anyway, just I've read about the leaders, how they usually travel with like packs of people around them to keep them from being stabbed by random travelers. Anyway,
Well, that's
yeah.
dark.
But
are you keeping your voice down when you say
I'm
that?
whispering. Yes, I'm a stealthy person. Of course, I'm keeping my voice down. But Not gonna keep my voice down for the stream. But, yeah, anyway, so it's very strange that he'd just be on the road from I don't know if he's coming from Dorsima, but towards Lilybrook in the middle of nowhere, not in the Hypnos, alone. He looks preoccupied.
True.
And he's in a weird coat. What if he's like been taken over and that or something?
No, okay. I will say when I said he's not in a weird coat, you've seen him at his
Okay,
job.
so the coat is normal for him.
It's normal.
Okay.
I just meant that he just
Okay.
as a person doesn't look like
Oh.
this stately manner suits him.
Okay, so he doesn't look off to me.
Being out,
Okay. Then
yeah, but being out here in the woods even by himself, that does
Okay.
suit him.
So, all right, I take back the last part of what I said. So it's a little weird him being out here alone, but I mean, he's a Firbolg. From what I've read of him, he is a wildernessy dude. So I suppose maybe this is fine, and it's not weird that he's out in a random woods, not in his region, alone. Maybe he's just chilling, and we should. I don't know. I know, I'm a talkative person. So my instinct...
What? Really? No lie.
I know, sometimes it's hard to tell, but I do like to speak. So my instinct is to talk, but to go up and ask these things, but...
I mean, if you want to ask
Why
him
not?
a question, just ask him a question. I couldn't care less, but I would rather you just ask than
Alright.
keep talking about it.
And Bacon, it is a nothing accent.
rather
I've
you
made it
ask.
up. It's not a real accent. So I'm just going to kind of skitter over since he just nodded at us and clearly didn't recognize. So I feel comfortable doing this. So I just walk over and say, howdy.
Are you saying this from your horse, or
I
have you gotten
forgot I was
off
on a
your
horse. I am still on the horse. I turn my horse around and I walk up and go, howdy! With that.
Interesting choice.
Hello.
Pardon me, sir. As you walked by, I couldn't help but notice. You look... Are you, by any chance, Felon Loris?
I am.
Oh!
And who might you be? He's gonna make another check. He got I did not set a DC for that, so he's gonna. Unless you're trying to keep your identity.
Yeah, should I
secret.
be? I would want to roll. So can I? What did I?
Then,
Deception or stealth?
roll me. I'm gonna say deception. No, I'm gonna actually. Oddly enough, I'm gonna say sleight of hand because I'm gonna say that like you're kind of trying to keep your hat over your face partially, even though he's no, that's not gonna work. I'll say stealth.
Okay.
Zahara and Kate are just awkwardly standing at the side with their horses. Like,
Okay, that's
we're just gonna.
I'm
21.
just trying to like listen to anything else.
21. All right. Yeah. No. Then he
Okay,
doesn't.
So I'm going to say,
See-
my name is Lola, and I'm just, I'm a fan of politics, and I recognize you from a book, and I just was wondering. I mean, you're not in the Hypnos, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. How fabulous that I'd run into you here. Just,
Well,
you're like a
I mean,
celebrity
most
to
of
me.
us don't. Most of us leaders don't actually, unfortunately, spend most of their time in their region. We have matters to attend to in Dormishire. However, I do have business in Lilybrook.
Oh. So are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Are you coming from Dorsima? Because, that's where I'm headed. So I'm just wondering if you just came from there. You know, that would be a fun little coincidence for me.
In fact, I was meeting with the leaders there from the Shades, to on some matters of the world.
Oh, wow. I suppose that it would be too much to ask what matters. I really, like I said, I'm a bit of a political science aficionado, but. And so, of course, you're saying this is very curious to me, but I don't want to impose, but I am dying of curiosity now.
Well, madam, I will have to say, have you seen the state of the world?
I mean, of course.
Recently?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm studying it, of course. I just meant, like, more specifically, like, has something strange happened in Dorsima, possibly? Like, with the college, or anything? The guilds? I had heard that there was some strange things going on, maybe. I mean, obviously there's lots of strange things, but for leaders to be meeting in Dorsima instead of Dormishire, I mean, it's just interesting. That's all. Just from a purely academic standpoint, of course.
He's gonna
Zahara's gonna look over at Kade and just kind of give them like a look with like eyebrows raised and like kind of like.
I return the look.
He's gonna make an insight
Another
check.
one?
This one's an insight. Before he was just doing history to see if
Should I
he
make a
recognized
deception
you.
check this time? Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 24.
Deceiving him to make him think you're just crazy and not like an assassin or something.
Alright, yeah, he goes, well, if I'm being honest, I'm not really supposed to be talking about it.
I suppose that makes sense. Just, a little harmless curiosity. I'd like to go into politics myself someday, and I look up to all of you, and, it's just, with all that's going on.
Right now, I'm looking up to you.
Oh, you're so funny!
Well, I'll give you this little tidbit. There's some leads that we're trying to work on, trying to lull the gods back to sleep.
Really?
So yes, but actually I must be going before it gets too dark, so I can check in at the candle bed.
Oh, of course, it's a lovely candle bed. Just came from there, Sunny is a great host. You'll love it.
Oh, she is. Love her. She's such a doll. I bid you.
Yes.
All
good night.
good day.
Thank you for or good day.
I could find a
night.
place to camp
Yes.
soon. And he
Thank
heads off.
you. Bye. Okay, and I come back to them and I relay that. So it seems that they were having a meeting between the leader of the Shades, whose name I know. Hold on. The leader of the Shades. Between Ikish Unu. Nope, that's not how that's pronounced. Ikish Onu. Am I correct? Is that the pronunciation? Ikish?
Yes, I
Ikish?
should know that.
Ikish?
Give me 1 second. I haven't had to say it out loud yet. I've only written it. So we'll see if...
When Estrella comes over, Zahara cocks an eyebrow and says, Lola.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lola.
Yeah,
it's
what
Ikish.
about it? Ikish? Okay. Yes.
Ikish Onu.
Yes, Lola. It's a pretty name. I don't know. It's
It's not your name.
correct.
Is it?
It could be. You don't know. Life's a mystery. Anyway, so Ikish Onu and Thelen Loris were meeting about something in Dorsima. Some sort of possible plans. to deal with the gods. So it seems like heading to Dorsima is actually probably whatever that thing wanted us to do, I guess. Maybe there's a clue in all of that. If we speak to Ikish, maybe they're still there. I don't.
Interesting.
Anyway, so
Well,
you
we should be
know,
on our way then.
yes.
I start walking off of my
Oh,
horse.
all right. You're welcome for
I'm
getting the information.
Kate is irritated that Estrella just keeps lying. And there seems to be no sane reason for the sheer amount of nonsense that goes
Estrella
on.
is a serial liar.
I have a
She's
+8
a,
to deception.
No sense.
Of course I am.
She's a pathological liar.
Yeah. Estrella's gonna also continue. I think she'd like
mean
to
Zahara?
probably Estrella.
Yes,
It's
Estrella's
Zahara.
also
She's
continuing.
somebody from my character. Zahara's probably gonna want to take the lead since, like, as like an outdoorsy ranger type. And also she has like a great memory for maps and geography as her Outlander feature. So I think she'd probably want to be like the one to like lead the way a lot, like when they're on journeys.
Be
'cause,
my
like, she'll know
guest.
the
I'm not
paths really well.
complaining.
That makes sense. I will say, I mean, I don't know if, Cade, do you jump in at that or anything?
Jump in at what?
I will message you.
Okay. I feel that Kate is forgetting something important from their backstory in this moment.
It's not really that important. It's just one. I don't know how much you want to. You like keeping Kate a secret, so.
I do like keeping Kate a secret.
I'm a secret too,
Um,
so.
Specifically from the party, not like
Yeah.
the audience, but or the listeners.
I
whatever
like
the
being a
word would be.
very badly kept secret.
You're such a bad
Except
secret. that I don't
they
even
don't
understand
actually
what's
know
happening.
your real
like, every
secret.
time I get a
Yeah.
grip. Yeah, like every
Because
time I think I'm like,
Rebecca
oh,
is a nervous
she's lying
person, but
about
Estrella
this.
is a really good liar. So
But like the thing is, they still don't actually
Yeah.
know your secret.
exactly.
So
Yeah, you have no idea.
doing a good
I'm
job.
a mystery. Life's a mystery.
I could bully them out of you, but I haven't gotten to that point yet.
All right. So you
Where
guys
did you message
now
me?
find Discord. So you guys now have now find a place to camp for the night.
All right, Zahara, this is on you. Enjoy. Tell
Yeah.
us where to go.
This is
Yeah.
No worries.
Time
I
to
can
shine.
set it up. So she'll set up like the campsite because she knows how to do that. So she sets up like her tent. She uses some ropes to like.
Sorry, I don't know why it says forest
that.
path there. But so ignore that part. But
She's also gonna go hunting to find them some food, and because of the Outlander feature, I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each
We're
day,
up to 5.
provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
yep. So so where since these roads are kind of well established, and like I said, there are like little campsites and stuff, like areas where you can set up a campsite. There are also pools of water. Estrella actually saw a glimpse of this when she was traveling with Xavier, that there are like pools of water that have been man-made to allow for like horses to have a drink while they're traveling. And there's plenty of grass, so the horses are kind of set right now. But that is something that you guys will have to also keep in mind if you go into rougher areas, not as explored areas. You will have to also think about food for your horses.
Man, being
that's not
responsible for a living thing is insane.
Yeah.
This is what Zahara was born for. Yeah, so anyway, so I go hunting.
All right. Roll me a hunting check.
Cool.
And with advantage if you're using Ruby.
Yeah. I mean, the land does have stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, where you are is a very, like, easily huntable place.
yeah, so I rolled a 3 and a 6. So clearly I'm doing great today.
It's just a little too dark. It's nighttime now, so it's too dark for Ruby.
Damn it. What? It's survival, right?
Yeah, I think we established it last time what your check would be. I think we, like, made it a special check, which I think was just proficiency, and I think it might have just been a survival check.
Yeah, so it's an 11. It's 6 plus 5. It's an 11. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you find, like, a chipmunk.
Wow, okay, so
It's
that's
enough for Ruby to eat.
Yeah. Alright, what about foraging with Monty?
Roll me another check.
Should have gotten tavern sashimi on our way.
Ooh, okay, I rolled a 19, so that's a 24.
You
Nice.
find berries galore.
Woo!
So much so that you can make everybody a fruit salad in the morning.
Fruit salad.
Cool. Alright, so
Fine. How about this? A fruit tart.
Well, you'd have to have found a cow to milk to make a fruit tart, so... Okay.
So, yeah,
The
so I have the
magic
berries,
tart.
and I also have leftover rabbit from my morning's hunt, so I can, like, I don't know, whip up something, I guess.
Like I said, you don't have to worry about food this time around.
Yeah.
But when we get to more of a survivalist setting, you might.
Yeah.
Thank
all right,
you, Zahara. Lovely.
Unless you guys want to do any sort of RPing, we can jump to the next day.
No, Kate's gonna go to sleep.
You're just okay. Well,
I mean, unless Estrella has something to say.
no, she was just sitting there, and then you went to bed, and so she's just bored. So mostly she's bored.
I mean, I feel like
Kate
even
would be
if
reading, not talking to
I
you.
know. Okay, well,
Kate also needs 8 hours of sleep because Kate is a human.
I mean, Estrella also needs 8 hours of sleep as well, so...
Oh.
Zahara
So
needs 8
We
hours.
all
Sarah.
have to she's
Oh,
a dragon.
yeah.
It's just
None of
none
y'all
of
are
us are
transfers.
elves.
Yeah.
Weird. Not used to that.
All right. So, it is the next day. And I'm gonna say that because Zahara has been camping for a long time, she knows how to, like, set up some, I don't know, tripwires with bells or something like that. Like, basically, you guys can sleep safely here. I'm making that.
Gotcha.
I'm making
You're
that. a thing.
welcome.
Thank you.
Can I say except you're welcome?
All right, so we are on the next day.
Oh.
Roll me another encounter check. Roll me that
Someone
D20.
else.
I'll do it.
Do it. Do it
I
up.
got a 2.
2. Ooh. Okay, roll me a D6.
Okay. I don't actually have all my dice out. D6. 5.
I bet
Alright.
that's not good.
So,
I want to fight stuff.
when you so you guys are walking along and you
Ah!
What is that?
spot a one-eyed spiky motherfucker crawling out of the woods. It looks like it's actually a little, like, thrown off, like it's a little disoriented, almost like it shouldn't be out during the day.
You can say that again.
You
But-
can go back. You know, no one's making you. Bye-bye.
But it looks like it's, kind of like, it doesn't have a nose. I was gonna say sniffing around, but,
It kind of has, like,
just-
nostrils
Maybe
in
it's
there
a snake,
somewhere.
and it like flicks
Does
its
it? I
tongue
think
out
they're
to,
in
like,
there.
taste the air.
yeah, alright, it probably doesn't have a good sense of smell, though, but, yeah, it's looking around, and, I mean, if you guys want to sneak past this thing, you can, It is a monstrous creature with terrible talons and a single great eye.
When you say monstrous, do you mean it's a monstrosity?
It is not.
Oh, damn.
So when
I'm
you
game
say
for sneaking
sneak past, we're on horses. How does sneaking work on a horse?
So that is a good point. Well, it's kind of like it's here. Actually, I'm gonna roll it a perception automatically because it has great perception
With its one eye.
with its one eye, but it has great perception.
It's a big eye.
Yeah.
Can we name it
How
Mike?
fast does it look?
Mike Wazowski?
How fast does it look? Average.
Horses are faster than average. Just putting that out there.
It does spot you guys. It kind of like looks at you and squints with its one eye, and then just kind of like looks at you and is just kind of like going back to what it's doing. But it's keeping an eye on you.
Okay, so it's just sort of ignoring us, but purposefully. So maybe we can just skitter on down the road, and if it attempts to attack us, we kick it into high gear on the horses. Look, I'm going to make an assumption here that Kade wants to stab it, but I'm just saying.
I guess that makes sense. Cade's hand is
sound like a
on
bad
their
idea.
blade.
Okay, Kade,
but,
would you like to, dance your horse over to the
But
side
no-
that's next to the creature, and you can stab it if need be, and I'll just
No.
be on the far side away from it. Just,
I assumed we were gonna go in like a line.
Okay, who wants to be? I'll be in the middle.
I'll be in the back.
I'll be in front. Oh, that works out perfect.
All right.
So I guess we try
Okay.
to just walk
Marching
past
order.
it.
So I am going to. You're not necessarily in a fight, but I'm just going to ask you to roll initiative.
Just stabbed in the eye. Sorry, that's Tim.
I get
19.
advantage on initiative. Woo!
That's an 18.
That's a 22.
All right. Well, I already rolled for initiative for this guy, and he
Just
did
stab
not
it in
roll
the
well.
eye. It will see it coming.
And I did not roll well. So this guy, I mean, you guys, it's leaving you alone right now. It looks like it's actually, oddly enough, it looks like it's foraging. So it's like looking in bushes.
It's
and
doing its
it's
own
like
thing.
glancing at
Just
it's glancing at you once in a while, but it's
I
kind of
mean,
just doing its own thing.
we could just let the horrifying creature do its own thing and just ride on by.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pick a fight with it if it's not coming near us.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hurting anybody right now, is he?
No, let's just keep on walking.
Okay. So I guess
Come on,
do
Harold.
that.
So as you get closer, it is going to look at each of you with a strange intensity.
Maybe
And-
it's a fan.
Is this a creature that existed in this world before all the crazy stuff happened, or is this something that came about from that?
Make me a history check.
All right.
Or actually, I'm gonna say make me an insight check. Because before all the weird stuff happened, you hadn't explored this world fully, so you wouldn't necessarily know. But give me an insight check.
That's a 16.
16? Yeah, so you don't necessarily know if this creature was originally here. But it does look out of place. Like, you can just kind of see it from its body. Like, it looks like it's made for, like, a rocky atmosphere. It
It looks
doesn't
like it,
look like... Yeah, it doesn't really look like it's made for the forest. And you do actually see that it's, like... As it's foraging, it's not actually, it's like picking up berries and like looking at them and then throwing them away.
How rude.
And they are berries that you had just found, like,
No,
acceptable.
my berries! I'm kidding.
No, I'm saying it's like the same kind of berries.
Mhm.
And then you see it pick up a pebble and it looks at it and it puts it in its mouth and it starts crunching on the rock.
Interesting.
Weird.
And
That's strange.
and so as you guys get closer to it, it is still just kind of hunched on the side of the road. But it as you guys pass, it does turn to look at each of you very intensely in the eyes. Your eyes, it's one eye. And I am going to ask you guys all to make deception checks.
Okay. 17.
Oh, come on.
15?
Okay, remember your numbers.
I got a 12, which is
And-
really annoying because I have a +8 to deception.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're lucky that it did not roll well. You guys all beat a 6, right?
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. It kind of just, like, cocks its head, which looks very unsettling with, like, a singular eye and a crunching pebble in its mouth, but it's just like...
I want
And
to kill
then-
this thing.
And it's just staring at you. But it's not doing anything. It's just gonna keep staring at you. Unless you guys want to do something about it. It's not going to do anything about it.
Oh, I guess we'll just keep walking. I don't even know what to do about it. Like, it bothers me, but
I
like,
want to.
I mean, Zahara's not just gonna go attack a creature if it's not bothering
I want to know
them,
its
so.
thoughts and have no way of doing that, so I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, I want to feed it a rock, but I don't have a rock.
Me too! I was like,
I mean, there are
looking
rocks
at
on
my
the sides
Well, it
of
can
inventory,
get
and I'm
its
like,
own
do
rocks
I
on
have
the
any
side
rocks?
of the road. Yeah, I looked at my inventory too. It's like, I don't know why I'd have rocks.
What is wrong with the two of you?
I'm gonna make friends with the rock eaters.
It does, like, it still has its head cocked, and it hasn't blinked since it started staring at you all very intently.
So I guess we just.
And it's almost like it's frozen there.
I don't like that
I
thing.
don't.
And it's just, it then, as you guys are a bit further away, it just is still staring at you, and it just sits, and just...
I don't love that.
Just starts chewing on a rock.
I don't know why that thing is still alive. Why did we let it live?
I mean, it's not
what the fuck
hurting
is that?
anyone.
I mean, it's
Violence is not
Yeah.
always the answer, you know.
When have we chosen violence so far?
What
I
about
mean,
Well-
we did get attacked by those zombies, but to be fair, they did start it.
I started it.
I'm just saying, that thing is looking at us like it knows something, and I don't like that.
I mean, if you wish to go and kill it, I'm not going to stop you.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't trust that thing.
Well,
so
I guess
I'm
we'll just
actually
keep
gonna
a good
throw you
eye
guys.
out for it, eh?
I'm gonna throw you guys a curveball because we're on day 2 and that was the encounter for the day. But I'm gonna throw you guys another one.
Okay.
Roll me a d20.
Woo! Me.
Nice, fuck not.
I got a 17.
17. Ooh, roll me a d6.
Ooh.
I had a lot of cool stuff for you guys.
5 again.
5. You find. So you guys are walking. It's starting to become evening. You haven't really come across anyone or anything since that thing.
Mhm.
But
Damn,
you
that
do.
bitch is bug.
What?
It's just Andrew's comment about. I think he popped back on and just saw the thing.
So you are Zahara is starting to look for a place to set up camp for the night, looking for nice clearings that are maybe a little more, now that you've seen that thing, maybe a little more guarded, a little more sheltered.
Yeah.
And you see a bag sitting on the side of the road that looks like it had just fallen off somebody's carriage or like even just fallen off of their bag. And it's just sitting over on the side of the road, slightly open, and you can see some gold spilling out of it.
Interesting. I would like to dismount Harold and.
So it's
okay,
just a
saying it like that
bag,
just sounds
a bag
odd.
with gold spilling
I would like
out.
to dismount Harold and investigate the bag.
I would like to jump. Like, what? How are you investigating the bag?
Yeah, what?
Just kind of like not touching it, but like just kind of like looking at it and just like. I know because mimics. I don't know if there's bag mimics, but I just want to like investigate
Mimics can be
Yeah,
anything.
they mimic.
Fun fact.
Yeah, literally
Mimics can be anything.
So
I want to
got a dirty
mage
20.
hand it.
I'm gonna poke it with the
You
stick.
want to mage hand it?
Why?
Oh, you have mage
Why would I
hands?
mage hand it?
Oh, that's so much easier.
Okay.
Never mind.
You mage hand it. Do you want to like? When you pick it up, nothing happens.
Okay, then
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
just,
set
like,
it back
empty it?
down and walk
I
up
do
to
have
it.
a dirty 20 on investigation
I
to like
also-
open the bag and see the contents.
Can I guidance myself
yeah,
and investigate as
it's just
well?
She got a.
Okay.
You got a
Dirty
nat 20?
Dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Yeah, that's fine. You don't
okay.
even have to. I mean, unless you really want to, Estrella. It's a bag full of 1,000 gold pieces and a single pearl.
Is there any form? There's no form of ID in it.
Okay, I Rebecca think I know what the pearl is, but can Estrella?
Yeah, it has
Estrella might know.
strange
Yeah.
luster to it.
Can Estrella make a insight or history or they're all the same insight check on this?
Can Kade cast Identify
I
on
suppose,
the pearl?
but that works too.
Yeah, Cade can cast
Okay.
Identify on the pearl. You can also make one of those checks if you really want to.
So just for insight, I got a 22.
It's magical of some sort.
Is it a pearl of
Ooh.
power?
I don't know.
No.
What's a pearl of
Okay.
power?
What? Okay.
Pokemon Pearl.
Are
Do
you
we
are you
want me to
casting it?
cast Identify? You seem like you don't want me to cast it.
No, I mean go ahead. My 22 wasn't enough to tell me what it was, just that it's magic. So I guess I could have rolled Arcana.
Well, you just did an insight check. Yeah, you didn't.
Well,
do an
then it
Arcana
would have been
check,
a
you just-
19 Arcana, but yeah, that's all.
Just cast
Yeah,
Identify.
just go for it.
Okay. I cast Identify.
Okay. What you see before you, is a pearl of power. While this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain one expended spell slot. If the expended spell slot was of 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Once you use the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
The bag is just a regular bag, right? It's not like
Yep.
a bag of holding or anything.
Nope, just a regular bag.
Okay.
Regular bag with 1,000 gold pieces and a
Well,
pearl of power.
alright, so I don't need that. I think it's gross. One of you can have that for sure, but I'll take some of the money. You know, if we want to split that up, or give...
Zahara,
Well,
do you
I
have
mean-
magic?
I have magic.
I
as
am a
ranger.
magician, but
Oh,
no.
duh.
Just not
Oh,
like a lot.
I thought you
but,
said
like,
Estrella,
different
sorry, you said
spells.
Estrella. Yeah. So, y'all...
Wait.
Oh, pearls of power are, you have to attune to them, so just be aware of that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I actually didn't realize that. I don't look at that
I
part.
totally like kind of blacked out for that. What did the Pearl of Power do again?
Basically, it lets you gain a spell slot back.
Oh, interesting. I like that.
But if the spell slot that you want to regain is of 4th level or higher, it just automatically refills. It gives you another 3rd level.
Okay.
So, which
I
one
mean-
of the magic users should use this?
I mean, I feel like somebody lost this, and I wouldn't like to take their stuff. But
I
if we
mean-
can never find them, then I guess we could put it to good use.
Look, if some wizard was too silly they left an entire bag with 1,000 gold and a pearl on it, they might have been eaten for all we know. Like, this is ours now. Like, who's just gonna lose an entire bag of money and not
That's
come back
true.
for it?
That's suspicious.
If you want to go check off in the woods and see if there's a dead guy, we can do that. But, like, I think this is ours now. And Estrella just sort of, like, starts edging towards the money itself. Just, you know, I think this is ours now.
Alright, I guess we'll divvy it up then. That's 333 pieces each.
Well,
And one left over.
well, the pearl is going to one person. Just, you know.
True.
I love Estrella trying to bargain with her own party.
Estrella likes money.
About
To be fair-
free money.
How
To
much
be
do you
fair,
think
you guys
it's
are
worth?
practically strangers, so it's not really.
How much do you think the pearl is worth?
Well, it's a magic item, so probably. Rebecca would know this answer. Estrella's just gonna make something up. Probably like 100 gold or something.
Yeah, I mean, I can look it up if you really care, but I don't go offhand.
Alright, so we could do... Rebecca, you're the math person.
900
You figure
splits
out how
up
to split this
easier
up.
than. Well, no, I guess. Wait, that's not how that would work.
But if
That's not how math works.
we could do 400, 400, and then 200 plus pearl.
I'm satisfied with that.
Okay.
You guys gonna
Yeah.
shake on that deal? Oh, you did? Okay.
Who's taking the pearl? Me or Zahara? I'm gonna guess that I should, since I use magic offensively and defensively.
I think that makes sense. I Rebecca would agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
True. I mostly use it as a last resort.
Yeah, I
or,
don't.
Yeah.
I pocket the pearl.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you guys.
Me and Estrella each get 400 gold pieces then.
All right. So you guys divvied that up however you wish.
Money! Yay!
And you guys are now camping for the night. Unless there's any particular RPing that you'd like to do.
So
you can
do we
just jump to the
arrive
next day.
tomorrow or the next day? Can you remind me?
The next
day.
day.
Okay, we've got one more. All right, we're getting there. This has not been a terrible journey. Right, new traveling companions. Right? You know, sitting around the
Dave
fire.
looks at you from like
The uncertainty
top
in
of
that
their
second. The uncertainty in that second. Right?
Yes. You know,
Just
sitting around the
Zahara's
fire.
literally just building a shelter while you're like saying that, so she's like very preoccupied
Enjoying
with, like,
each other's
building shelter and stuff.
company. It's grand, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, well, I tried. Anybody want to play cards?
I need to get us some food first. Maybe after.
Alright.
She's gonna go hunting and gathering.
All right.
I'm
Do me your
gathering.
checks.
I wish we could just like live in a
You can
hunter
just-
gathers.
Yeah, Shannon, or Zahara, for further, you can just do, like, when you guys set up camp, you don't even have to say it, you can just roll, your foraging and hunting checks. I'll tell you what you get. You can just roll them all, and,
Okay.
so, both are with advantage as long as you're using your familiars. Not
Yeah.
familiars, your
22 for hunting and 13 for foraging.
Okay, you find you find three
Fine.
sorry.
Sorry. I had
You find
rabbit.
3 rabbits. You and Ruby
Nice.
catch 3 rabbits, and you and Monty are able to. What did you get for that one?
13?
13.
No, I'm
You-
pretty sure that was a 13, yeah.
Yeah, you find some like minor berries, but it's more like at this point, your main meal is the rabbits. Anything you find is probably just garnish.
Okay.
Monty looks
We're
super
eating
proud of
rabbit
it.
stew tonight.
Yeah, Monty looks super proud of it though.
Good job, Monty. Pat, pat.
Thanks. And unless anyone really wants to confront anybody about their lying,
So if Estrella asks to play cards, Kade will say, I'll play with you, but we bet information instead of money.
Ooh. I'm down.
All
After
right.
dinner and hunting and all that.
All right. I can get behind that. You are the curious sort, and I am curious about the curious sort.
oh, I didn't have a game mechanic for playing cards. All right, I guess we're gonna
Well, I would just like you to be aware I have proficiency in that, so.
yeah, I figured.
Of course you do.
I am going to say
Like a
what
sleight of hand?
what's the check considered?
I would assume sleight of hand would. I mean, if I, Rebecca, was DMing it, I would make it a sleight of hand check, but I would give someone who has proficiency in it or no, sorry, I would make it a dex
Double.
check
Yeah.
and then make it like you'd get proficiency in the card playing, but if I wanted to cheat, then it would be a sleight of hand check. Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna do that.
Or maybe it would be a
So-
yeah, no. The actual
gonna-
card playing, I don't know what
I
that
have
would
some
be,
ideas. We're gonna do. Everybody roll me a dex check. Estrella, it can be with your
but-
proficiency,
Yes, ma'am.
your card proficiency.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
definitely would have cast
ma'am.
guidance on myself. I just, before I start playing a game that I know things are riding on, I would have cast guidance.
Wow, I rolled like shit. I got a 5.
I rolled a.
Do you
I
want to
got a
cheat?
What?
Do you want to cheat?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then roll me
I'm not
also
cheating.
keep that dex check, but roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
I got a 16 for dex check.
Okay, and sorry, what did Kade get?
Slave
A 5.
3. Wait. So this was Dex. What is my Dex? It's 3. So.
So wait, before we,
Oh, what's my
What we're
proficiency?
going to
Hold up. Proficiency bonus is 2. So
alright.
it's 2.
Andrew, we do all have the same
3,
headset. It was what
6,
started the
7,
idea to
8,
stream.
9, 10.
I have actually, I have a separate idea. Give me 1 second.
I have a
play-
question for the.
Y'all are gonna play Texas
Oh, I
Hold'em.
hate Texas.
Um,
Hold'em. Okay.
Too bad. It's the only poker game I know how to play.
Gross. That's not the kind. You don't
And I'm
shoot
the
people
DM,
over Texas
so I
Hold'em. You
shoot.
shoot people over 5-card stud. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say flat, and I was like,
Does
well, yeah.
anybody have Uno?
Okay.
Oh wait, that doesn't exist in this world. Does anybody have Dose?
Why would that exist? But don't.
Why would DOS exist but not Uno?
Texas doesn't exist in
Okay,
this
wait.
world either.
Sienna, what's your mechanic so I know if I still have to ask my question?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is
Sure,
we're gonna
we'll
have 3 rounds for this card game. It is going to be for the first round, it's just gonna be a dex. The second round, you're gonna do an insight to. Actually, before you do the insight, you're going to say the area of the tidbit that you are.
Area of the tidbit.
Like, sorry. Actually, very weird.
Yeah.
I'm
Area.
Uh-huh.
sorry. The you're going to say the
Shouldn't it be
like
what if it's just you ask, like the person can ask a question?
well where
I was gonna say, is it whoever loses, the other two get to come up with a question to ask them? I'm thinking of like
Well, because there's usually
Like high
not
school.
Yeah.
there's not one
Yeah.
loser. There's usually one winner in poker.
True.
So the winner gets
so
to ask
I'm
a
gonna
question,
say-
like truth or dare. But just truth.
Sure.
I don't know.
Or actually no, because we're betting. So what we're gonna say is like you're going to basically give what you think that you could, what you would be willing to bet as far as information. Like for example, I'll tell you my hometown. I'll tell you how many siblings I have. I'll tell you my family name. And then, depending on how juicy your secret seems to be, you can make an insight check to see if somebody's. We can't really do this without actual cards. I was gonna say so we can see if someone's bluffing with an insight check.
Deck of cards.
Do have an actual deck of cards, but you can't really give those to each
Truth.
other over.
That doesn't work. That is
Got-
correct.
That doesn't work.
Cards are,
All right,
all about luck. We each make a luck roll. We each tell you, and then we bluff about how high ours is.
What if we just play blackjack and I'm the dealer? You pick up some random stranger and you play blackjack with them.
Monty is the dealer.
Monty's the
Monte
dealer!
Carlo. That's
Absolutely.
his name is short for Monte
Monte
Carlo.
is the-
Okay, I'm pulling up a blackjack. I'm gonna call 52 card
What did I start?
deck.
I don't know.
Technically, Estrella started it.
Well-
True, she did want
I
to play a card
did.
game. This is what you get for wanting to talk to people.
Do you not know how blackjack works? What do you mean?
No, I think she's pulling up a simulator.
Yeah, how do I look that up?
So that
Wait, I'm still
She doesn't have to,
confused
like,
about
know.
what does my sleight of hand roll mean anything?
Uh,
Does my
all right. No, we're going back to simpler things.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna make me 3 dex
Okay.
checks. If you want to, your sleight of hand can be switched in for one of those dex checks.
So I make
If it's
3 and then I can just
You roll
trade one of them.
So you're gonna roll your dex check.
Mhm.
If you get that, like, what did you get before? Like a 3 or 5 or
12.
something, even with your proficiency.
12.
What was it?
that was me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, a 12. But I'm assuming your sleight of hand is going to be better. So if you're not happy with your original dex check plus your proficiency, you can cheat and use your sleight of hand.
Yeah,
instead.
sleight of hand is dex, so it's literally just because I have proficiency in sleight of hand, but I have expertise in sleight of hand, so it's just I get 2 more than I would have.
Oh, but I mean that's the point. It's still more.
My dex and my sleight of hand is the same, so it's just gonna be the
because
same for me regardless.
you don't have proficiency in it.
Zahara wouldn't cheat anyway.
No.
Yeah, she wouldn't cheat.
All right, and then
Wait, so
yeah,
I
we're gonna
don't
do
roll
it
a
the way the
separate-
winner gets.
Wait, so if you're not cheating, then it wouldn't be a dex check, would it? Though, because like, what's dexterity in cards unless you're trying to cheat? I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm
so
making
if
this
there-
too complicated, probably, and taking too long.
All right,
but
so Kade
it's just
and
luck.
Zahara are going to roll me intelligence checks
So
To
am I
see-
rolling a new
Oh,
die
well-
now?
because there's a certain amount of intelligence to playing like cards.
True.
Where the hell is my intelligence?
So, but Estrella is going to roll a dex check.
Dex or sleight of hand?
God damn it, my
Sorry.
intelligence is less.
So am I using the same roll, or am I rolling a different thing now?
I think it just means.
No, we're starting over.
Okay.
Hoy.
Estrella, you can use your sleight of hand.
Okay, so I'm rolling sleight of hand. Got it. Okay, so I already rolled that, so I'm good on that. Should I just tell you? I'll just message to you because I feel like maybe. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, in
Yeah.
Discord.
So wait, we're messaging it to you separately?
Sure, you can message me in Discord.
I mean, I'm messaging it because I'm cheating.
Oh, yeah, you guys can just say it out loud. So, Zahara, what'd you get?
I got a 20. A nat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well.
Kade, what'd you get?
We rolled 3 times.
Oh, was I
right?
supposed to roll 3 times?
Just give me the
Okay.
first one.
Oh. An 8.
Oh. Okay.
The second
Alright.
was a nat 20.
Well, keep that in mind. Alright, so we're gonna say round 1,
I guess
goes to...
with my guidance, hold on, it would have been this. Sorry, I'm just gonna send that to you. Because my guidance would have gone this.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, if you get a nat something, it adds +5, because otherwise you can't really get a real... Otherwise it's like, what, does Zahara win or does Estrella win? But Estrella wins this round.
Oh. What'd she get? What number?
27.
Damn.
Now roll me those checks one more time.
Okay.
Or again.
Oh, that's not as good.
5.
Okay.
12. This is
Oh, wait,
pointless against Estrella.
Kade, I thought you got a...
Yeah.
Oh, the second one I would have gotten would have been a nat 20, 22.
Yeah, you can use that.
Okay.
We are still rolling 3 times, so...
So
It's
technically a 22. But a nat 20.
Okay. And then... Alright, so this round goes to Kade.
Sweet.
And last one.
A 5.
That's on the edge.
A 3.
A struggle bus.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't know how to play Texas Hold'em, so...
We're not playing Texas Hold'em anymore. We're playing Let's Roll Some Numbers.
I love that game.
And the third round goes to Estrella again. So Estrella gets to ask 2 questions. Kade gets to ask 1.
So.
And Zahara gets to answer questions.
I would have been able to ask a question.
It's okay.
Not like I have a lot to hide anyway.
I mean, you
I'm
can
not
make
sus.
I will say that you can make an insight check to see if Estrella was cheating.
I'm gonna make an insight check to see
So
if
do I make a
Estrella was
deception
cheating.
check? Or would it just
Yeah.
go against my sleight of hand? Like just...
No, we'll make an actual deception check.
Okay, nat...
Alright, so that... You said that's
That's
20?
a nat 20, yeah. Mm-hmm.
God damn it, I got a 19!
She has the best poker face you've ever seen.
Ugh.
Struggle.
I play cards all the time. Alright.
You sound so unsure about that.
No, that was honest. I do play cards all the time. I'm quite good at it.
Okay.
I am literally, that is my rogue type, is cards. Wild card. So I better be good at this.
Great. So
Clearly
Estrella,
I'm no match.
you get to ask your companions 2 questions.
Oh, how exciting.
And Kade, you get to ask your companions 1 question.
Is it 1 question each? Or, like, is it the same question and we both have to answer?
I envisioned it as the same question you both have to answer, but if you can convince me of particular questions you would want to ask.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Kade and be like, Kade, think of a good one for Estrella to answer.
Now
Don't
see,
try.
now I have to think. Kade and Zahara, are you... I mean, if you have your question already prepared, okay,
I don't.
great. Wonderful. Now we just get to wait here while we think. Alright.
So while you guys
Yeah.
think, I'm gonna actually turn to Zahara.
Okay, good, thank you.
And ask you to roll me an insight check.
All right. Insight is what, +3? Yes.
With advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 10.
Yeah, I think that's still okay. You are waiting for these guys to ask their questions. What's going through your head? Do you feel like you have any secrets to keep? Or do you
Not
think that you
really.
will try to answer these questions as honestly as possible?
Alright, so
I have nothing to hide. Not that I can think of, at least.
Okay. And where's your trinket? Where's your
Physically or like on my person? Like physically, I have
on
it here.
Zahara's person?
Okay. So my trinket is hanging on my staff that I have. So it's my staff with a wolf skull on the top and the trinket on that staff.
skull.
Okay. Where is that right now as you guys are sitting and
It's kind of like to the side / behind me, like on the ground, just laying on the ground.
Okay. You just feel a sudden need to hold it.
Interesting. I'm gonna pick up the trinket then from the staff and like kind of look at it in my hand.
Yeah, you just feel a sudden need to hold it. But I believe Estrella.
Alright, so my first question is going to be, where are you actually from? Like, where all have you lived ever? Just out of curiosity.
Where all have you lived ever?
Where have you? I need every single location.
Yes.
Well, I
So
think
where
I
have
already
we lived
told
or
you.
where are we from?
Where you from? Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm from Coven's Cove.
I mean
I think I
further
already
back
said
than
that. Yeah, Coven's Cove.
You hinted at something. You've always been from Coven's Cove? The whole time?
Well, my family moved to Dormishire, but I moved back to Coven's Cove. I was there not long. Honestly, like barely even a day or two.
Dormishire? Interesting. Wait. Who's your family? Wait, I suppose I'll come back to that.
I'm from Dune Bay.
Alright.
Sienna, I need the map.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What about your family? You got any?
Dune Bay.
What?
Is that what is that your second question?
Yeah, what I just
Oh,
interested
okay.
in names and such.
Names. Okay, hold on. I forget the names.
Why are you interested in our family's names?
She gets to
Why is
ask
that
two
relevant?
questions.
I know.
Yeah, she
I'm
just asked
asking
one.
in character. Why is that relevant?
I'm just
Hold on. I forget
I
my
like to
parents'
know
names.
things about people.
I'm a bad child.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Interesting.
Leo and Tree.
Leo and Tree.
Leo and Tree.
Like tree.
So you said what happened?
Tree?
TRI.
Okay.
So you just said what are their names? What was the exact question you asked?
I said you got family with and what are they? You got family? Where are they? What are the names?
You got family?
Tell me about your family. Whatever you feel like divulging.
Well, asking if we got family would be I would answer yes, but wouldn't that be the one question? Do you got family? Yes.
You got family.
Okay,
That
that's
answers your
being
question, right?
tricky. I mean, I don't disapprove of it. It's a very me move, but still, it's being tricky. You know that's not the essence of the question.
Okay. I had two dads, Leo and Tree. They're both dead, though. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's it for family.
I'm sorry. Wait, sorry. What? It was the Dune.
Dune Bay.
Dune Bay.
Ah, gotcha.
So right
I love
by
how
the
Estrella's
Hypnos.
asking this, but I'm pretty sure it's
Right
just
here.
Rebecca asking through Estrella just to take notes.
Yeah, Estrella would have come up with something more interesting, but Rebecca couldn't think of anything, so that's what you got. Is you got family. Where are they?
You got family?
I'm trying to pose a question that Estrella can't like easily dodge.
Oh.
I would like to mention that you guys are, it's nighttime. You guys are gathered around the fire. You just played this card
Yes.
game.
Look,
And
Slightly
Yeah.
hostile.
Look, we're
Slightly
buddies
hostile.
now. We're
but you are starting to see the little pixies and sprites that you guys saw on the first night that the
I
realm
thought you were gonna say
collided.
that rock one-eye creature.
No,
Hell
you do
no.
not see that guy again.
Good.
No, it's just the pixies and the sprites. They start to kind of come out almost like fireflies. You guys might not have noticed them at first.
Do not believe your eyes.
10 million stick sprites. Sprites.
Alright, I'm gonna
10 million?
ask. I feel bad for Zahara because I know what the answer to this question is. What happened to your friends and family that they aren't traveling with you?
They're all dead.
Yeah, I knew that was what
even
Zahara
the
was
ones
gonna
that
say.
you know, the other ones, the ones in Dormishire that you just told me about. They all dead too.
Well, Aunt Gail is alive at least, but
Well, I should hope
most
so.
of the people I cared about are no longer here. Anyway,
Estrella? Care to comment?
Oh right. Yeah. So the reason no one's with me, I mean, I went off to be famous on my own. My family's just back home doing their own thing, I suppose. You know, you met my sister. She's studying. You know, they do their
Did
own.
we?
Yes, I did
Insight
say
check.
that she was my sister at one point. So.
Oh, okay.
You know, they.
We met her and you ran
Correct.
from her like a
Yes. What's of
scared
it?
horse.
Scared? I
whatever
was not
those words are.
scared. I was simply
No offense.
not
She's, Zahara
interested in
says the
talking
voices.
to her. You asked the question, what happened to my family? My family, nothing happened to them. Well, my brother disappeared, I already told you that. But otherwise, my family's just kind of doing their thing, and I left them. So, that's what happened.
Okay. I believe
out.
her. I know there's more to it, but for now, that is enough, I guess.
I rolled a nat 1 on insight, so Zahara is like, yeah, fair. That makes sense.
What is happening?
I mean,
Now it's
if
your
Kade
dice
wants
that
to
need
make
go
an
in the
insight-
trash.
Kade can, but
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure with a
my
nat
dice
1, Zahara
suck ass.
Zahara thinks that I'm on really good terms with my family and like they would welcome me back anytime and it would be a grand.
I got an
you
11.
know, I go home for the holidays.
I wouldn't necessarily say
I mean,
that because we did
does
have a little bit of
Estrella
a
need to
conversation
be-
in the tavern about not being on great terms, but I think she like
Estrella-
definitely believes everything that you're saying.
Yeah, does Estrella need to make a deception check to roll against
Yes,
this?
No. I mean everything I
mean-
said was accurate. So
No. Yeah, she's telling the truth. She may not be telling the whole truth, but
Right.
then again, you guys met a day ago?
True. Alright. I'm temporarily
So.
satisfied, I suppose.
I feel like
I'm gonna
Estrella
go to
and
sleep.
Zahara are gonna bond over their strained family relationship.
I will say, Zahara, you're holding the trinket in your hand, and you do feel like a slight pull coming.
Where's it pulling? To like a specific location?
It's kind of just pulling. It's almost pulling towards the stack of cards in the middle of you guys.
my
I'm gonna place it on the stack.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I don't quite know. I've got a weird feeling.
Sienna, question. So, as part of my wildcard rogue thing, like, my cards are innately magical. I assumed I was using those cards. So, is this a special deck of cards? Should I assume it's a special deck of cards and not just any old deck of cards? I don't know if that's significant here, but, like, should I assume that this is not just any old deck of cards?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say that there's necessarily anything
significant to that,
like, hidden or special about them, other than the fact that they, in mechanical terms, will classify as a magical weapon.
Hey, Kade, quick question. Outside, out of character, did you use Identify on these trinkets in one of the last sessions?
No.
So maybe we should do that. So I'm gonna ask Kade, you have that cantrip, Identify, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a cantrip, but yes.
Oh, what is it? Is it a first level spell?
It's just a first level spell.
Okay. You have that first level spell, right? Can you identify these trinkets for us?
I gesture for her to hand it to me.
Mm-hmm. So I pick it up back off of the cards and I place it in Kate's hand.
Kade, where's your trinket?
In my pocket, I would say, my pant pocket or my shirt pocket.
You're holding Zahara's trinket in your hand, and you are feeling that sudden tug, but it's
from their
not
trinket or from mine.
From yours, because it's in her hand now. It's in their hand now. And you feel that tug, but it's not towards the cards again. It's towards your pocket.
I'm gonna pull out my trinket and place it in my hand as well.
So they're touching?
Yeah.
You feel an even stronger pull, and Estrella, remind us where your trinket is?
Horn.
I'm gonna say
there's no breeze.
Oh.
There's no breeze, but it is slightly swaying,
yeah.
with a magnetic kind of.
Can I see your trinket, please?
It's right there.
Can you hand it to me, please?
Okay, you take a no bullshit.
I'm holding all 3 trinkets.
As soon as Estrella's trinket falls into your hand with the other 2, you 3 feel empowered by this sudden moment of maybe not friendship, but camaraderie.
It's a word for it.
It's obvious that these were sent to you for a reason. And it's obvious that that the 3 of you were supposed to receive them. And you all gain the use of the feat Tandem Tactician. Tandem Tactician.
Tactician.
Yes, and I will read to you what that means in one moment.
I might just copy it down from
if you want to send that to us at some point, that
I can just send you guys the link for it, but I will read it out for our listeners at home. Let me just find it.
I also am having trouble spelling tactician, so I'll definitely pull that up.
Tandem Tactician. You can use the help action as a bonus action.
Oh.
And when you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, you increase the range of the help action by 10 feet. Additionally, you can help 2 allies targeting the same creature within range when you use the help action in this way.
Dope.
And I will put that in.
Wow, I couldn't have spelled that more wrong if I tried.
I also
Holy
spelled
shit.
it wrong.
We are all
Yeah.
having trouble with
It's not
tandem
easy.
tactician.
Honestly, I heard it in my head. I wanted to say I don't know what I wanted to say, but tactician.
Uh, so, is it just me, or do you feel... This is gonna sound weird if it's just me, but do you all feel a little more bonded somehow?
I feel a little fluttery inside.
You feel like helping each other. I'm gonna say that's probably for unknown reasons, and none of you are in trouble, but that's kind of just the vibe you get.
Yeah, that's just what Zahara says. Like, I feel a little fluttery.
Feel aware of your presences.
Well,
That's as fluttery as Kade gets.
I mean,
Kade does not flutter.
look, I'm a little self-aware, so it's pretty hard not to be aware of my presence sometimes, but I get it.
Mhm.
I am a rogue, so I guess there are times when I don't want my presence to be. But anyway, yes, that's a word for it. That's a description, I suppose. Aware of sure. Okay. So, clearly, whoever sent us these things wants us to be, once again, not alone, just like the poem said, I suppose. Seems... Do you think it had something to do with our bonding just now? You're welcome?
Over
Or just-
cards?
These things touching.
Well, yes, but I
you guys are able, as soon as they were actually brought together, almost like a magnetic force, and you guys felt that, they no longer feel like they have that magnetic force.
So
You can take
back
them
up.
again.
I tie it back
Okay.
on my horn.
Kade, are you still able to identify these?
Yeah, so I'll actually cast Identify now.
Before you, I mean, it's the end of the day, so you can still cast it. So you cast it on,
Yeah.
on just one in particular, or all three?
I guess all three once before I let them go.
They just say they actually you don't get really anything. You get a sense of. Can you actually, even for the listeners at home, can you just say the wording of Identify?
Sure. I don't know why I went into an accent. You choose one object, so I'll touch mine, I guess, that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Alright, and then the rest is irrelevant.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you definitely get some sort of magical properties, obviously, from these trinkets. And you get that use of the tandem tactician, however that would kind of come up through an Identify spell. Basically, so you actually could verbalize to the others that you will now have an easier time helping each other in battle. And you can feel like there's something else. You can feel like there is more.
Okay.
But it feels like it's almost clouded, this spell shouldn't work that way. The spell should just give you a yes or no answer, but it's almost like a very powerful magic is clouding the rest of these things, that these trinkets may be able to give you.
I don't love that.
Okay, I'll share that all with them, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And with that, we're gonna go to sleep.
Yes.
And
Yes, I am
wake up
quite tired.
for the next day. Roll me that encounter check.
I'll do it. 13.
13. All right, roll me a d4. Yeah, roll me a d4.
2.
2. So you guys are walking along, on the road to Dorsima. You're actually probably, it's now day 3 of your, 4-day trip. You're probably actually right where this, dot is on the map. And you're starting out your trip, and you start to see the colors. You see a figure in the distance walking, again in your direction, wearing the colors of the protectors of Ninda. And you just see see a fairly average height, maybe a little taller woman, strong, confident, looks like she has shit to do and places to be, but doesn't look unkind as she starts to come across your party. She's also on a horse. She starts to come across your party. She does give you all a nod, and just, as a kind of almost like a policeman if you were to just pass them on the street kind of thing. Like, she looks at you guys and says, sorry, I had a voice for her, and I'm trying to remember it now. What's this then? Whereabouts you headed?
We're on our way to Dorsima.
All right, you guys all right? Come across any monsters or?
Well, there was this one oddity. It kind of looked like a rock monster, and it had a single eye.
Big green thing?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Nothic.
I'm sorry, when you said eye.
Yes.
Eye.
Eye.
Yeah, it did have an
Eye.
eye. You're right.
Nothic.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
A Nothic? It's a Nothic, an Nothic.
A Nothic. What's are those?
They're not supposed to be in this area.
I did think it was rather odd. He looked like he was, he belonged in the mountains. Or,
Yes.
a crag.
We'll have to, get someone on that, maybe goad him back to his natural area. Should probably be more up by the Godly Peaks. Strange that he'd be down here. Where'd you see him then?
Oh, just for the back? About how long was it? One?
About a
2
day.
days?
Days journey.
About a day's journey that way.
Alright, give you any trouble?
No, he just stared at us. It was rather unsettling. Other than that,
Yeah,
no, he
that.
kept to himself.
Yeah, they do that. They have a true sight and weird insight that's quite unsettling. But normally harmless unless provoked. Alright, I shall keep an eye out for him as I head back to my post. You folks have a lovely day.
Thank you. Before when you said that they were walking up with the colors of Ninda, is it like is it like they are one of the protectors of Ninda, or is it like how you're like, oh, I'm a Giants fan, I'm wearing my
No.
Giants jersey?
No, she is part of the army, essentially army, which is
Gotcha.
Protectors of Ninda.
I want
Oh,
a
right.
fan jersey.
She is wearing
Same.
she is wearing the colors. She has a cloak on.
What are the colors?
They're like a purplish, purple and lavender.
I like it.
So just variations of purple.
Mhm.
With a golden clasp
Always loved
in the
purple
center.
and gold.
Ooh.
And she has her clasp looks Estrella, you would know this from traveling with the protectors. Her clasp signifies that she is a captain.
This
That is
isn't
kind of
one
how
that
they
I've met before,
distinguish-
though.
No. You haven't met her before. But she looks like she is not some of the soldiers that you were with, some of the protectors that you were with were kind of, just they were footmen. They were kind of, I'm in the army because it's all I got to do kind of thing.
They're men made out of feet.
What?
They're men made out of feet.
Footmen.
Okay. But she is holding herself with a pride and a purpose. Not like a haughty pride, but like a purpose that she believes in what she does. And that she takes her job very seriously. Yeah. And she just continues on unless you guys have any other questions for her.
No.
I don't think so.
All right. All right. We'll do one more encounter because that was another short encounter. Just roll me that d20.
I flipped back through my notes also and realized I have the Hypnos, leader of the region, Furbolg. No name.
You want me to say it again?
No, now I have it, but...
Okay.
I got a 19.
I don't like.
Every time you say that,
I
I'm
don't
like,
like that.
Roll me a d4.
D4. 3.
3. You come across. You guys are walking along, and you come across a massive boulder on the side of the road.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
Boulder. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a massive boulder, and it looks like it could have been a meal for that.
I was about to say,
Nothic
should have fed it to the Nothic.
Roll it back, but that would take a while.
And as you are coming up on it, it's on the side of the road. You can see that etched, like carved into the side of, or actually on the face of the rock, are the words: "Roll the dice, but count the cards. Break the glass, but keep the shards. The world is out of order. It's been broken since you came."
Alright, this
strange.
again.
It's the same.
Ditch the horse, ride the rock. It sounds like, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
What?
Yes, ditch the horse, ride the rock.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Save a
Santa,
horse,
can
ride
you
a
just send
rock.
us that so
Love
I don't have to write it down?
Yes, I will
Okay.
send it.
Anyway,
But that's about it.
so this rock is telling us, sounds a little familiar.
It looks. I will say, the last time you saw one of these riddles etched in something, it was like burned into the wood of that door, and it was immediately gone after the fact.
Does this look old, like it's been here
This-
for a while?
Maybe not that long, not like centuries, but it is very carefully etched in a beautiful script.
Oh.
The same kind of script as the door,
Yeah,
or
is it
different, like
recognizable?
handwriting?
Yeah, same kind of script. Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like a piece of artwork.
Interesting.
Wait, so did you? Can you say it again, or send it, or show it, or something?
Yeah, sorry. I'll copy. and
Actually,
paste
can
to
you
guys
just
now, but I will
say it again for everybody else, probably?
Roll the dice, but count the cards. Break the glass, but keep the shards. The world is out of order. It's been broken since you came.
It's very accusatory.
Well, we do have a deck of cards.
I have.
No, I don't think it's talking about physical cards, but
I mean, counting cards is something that I could learn to do.
Let's be real, you probably already know how to do it.
Not admitting that I'm a
Rebecca,
cheater.
you're a math major. You should
Oh,
know how to
okay.
count.
Of course Estrella
That's
knows
just
how to
me
count
talking
cards.
shit.
I was saying I was not admitting to it.
Got it.
I mean, does anybody have any dice?
I got a net.
Is the rock shaped like anything?
You know what's funny? I actually
Is
do
it
have
shaped
a
like a
dice set.
polyhedron or anything
A
like that, or is it
polyhedron.
just like a craggy rock?
It is a glacial rock. So it's actually smooth and does not. I don't know how much Zahara knows about geology of Ninda, but it doesn't look like it's a rock formation that would normally occur here.
Randomly in the middle of the woods.
But one that was brought by a glacier long ago.
Okay, but it's not shaped like a D20 or anything like that.
No, it's not shaped like anything.
I was like, do we roll the rock?
It's just a large stone.
Okay.
I mean, I have a dice set, but I don't think it's this
Yeah,
literal.
right.
Strange. It's another.
Yeah, break, because what's the glass was supposed to break, and I mean, do we really know this?
This is
I
the
s-
second
yeah.
thing we've seen that.
Should
seem
we
like
break
they're from
the
Golden
rock?
Peaks.
I
I'm
don't
just imagining
think we
you
need.
guys now coming up on this rock. The captain that just passed you like turns around because she wanted to
They're
tell
all
you
just
guys something and just sees
whacking
you
a
guys
rock.
wailing on a rock.
No cash.
What's it?
I
Like,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are
I'm
idiots.
doubtful that here's the thing. Excuse me. I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to guess that the rock is not made of glass, so probably breaking the glass has nothing to do with the rock, and the rock is just kind of
True.
telling us what to do and maybe hinting that we're going the right way, maybe heading. I mean, clearly. So, oh, I wish that. How far back is the Ninda lady? Or I mean, the protected lady.
Roll me a d4.
A 4. Dang it.
4. I was gonna say those are miles, so I don't know. This is
Okay.
supposed to be like
We'll
you
just
know.
ask when we get to town.
It's now like
Yeah. Okay. I say when we get to town, we should ask and see how. I mean, clearly this looks old to us, but we should ask if anybody knows the history of this rock, because maybe it's been here for a long time and there's some strange history behind it. I have a guess that it's probably related to the Mages Guild or something, maybe?
Yeah, it's strange. It looks glacial, like it came from the Godly Peaks. But so did that other crap, what's the name?
The Nothic?
Nothing.
That one-eyed Mike Wazowski thing.
Ah, yes, that's
Oh
in
yes,
universe.
Monsters Inc.
The Godly
Monsters
Peaks.
Inc. It does exist in Ninda.
As it should.
Yes.
Ninda has a very we haven't really delved into it, but Ninda has a very rich fictional story, like fictional worlds, fictional books.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. But anyway, so she brings up the fact
Scroll,
that
whatever.
both the boulder and that monster that they found seem like they are both from the Godly Peaks.
So if this boulder's been here for a while, but so that protected lady said essentially that Northic shouldn't be here, which presumably means that they haven't been around here recently, or until recently at least. But this rock seems to have been here longer, which again we should ask about that. But if the rock's been here for a while, is it slow? Are glacial things slowly making their way here? Is it attracting them? Like,
Well, typically it takes tens of thousands of years
Yeah.
for them to move.
so I mean, maybe someone moved the rock. Maybe the rock hasn't been here the whole time, but it was carved and then brought here.
What if we take the rock and push it somewhere else?
Are you
Oh,
making
sorry,
another
it is
SpongeBob
making
quote?
all these references.
My God. I'm
I
going
don't
to
say that. I
say
don't actually
I'm
say
going
that.
to assume this is a large rock, and that we don't want to do that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, it's massive.
Yes. So, I'm
How would it just have showed up here?
well. Someone
Like, how
had
could
to
someone have just
yeah,
brought
someone
it?
had to have carved it. So the question is, did they carve it and then bring it here? Was it carved centuries ago and then brought here? Did it show up here and then they carved it? Did magic carve it somehow? Like recently, long ago, I don't know. Does the Nothic have anything to do with it? Are the Godly Peaks somehow invading this area? Like just not the peaks themselves, but things from the peaks? Is the world curving in on itself and just kind of slapping up like a quesadilla?
Quesadillas also exist.
I mean, Uno exists, so clearly sorry,
Dos
dos exists.
Don't
So
exist.
so
Don't
clearly
exist.
clearly the Spanish language exists.
You have
Actually,
a fair
We
point,
abandon
though.
the rock.
Yes.
That's actually undercommon.
Gotcha.
I think I actually know Undercommon as one of my languages.
I was joking.
I do know Undercommon.
Great.
And
So
it's
that's
not
how you know about Dos.
That makes sense. Anyway, so
That's how I know about
so
Dos.
currently my current theory is that the entire world is collapsing in on itself and we're all gonna die. So let's go on to Dorsima.
I don't
Everything's
like
just
that last
falling
bit,
from the
but,
sky.
first
The
part-
godly peaks are actually it all
pretty
just
valid.
curves up, and they're actually in the sky above us, and everything is just falling flat on top of us. And so
I don't like
yes.
that
So I'm what you call a
A
no.
flat
I was going
earther?
to say I'm a circular earther. The Earth is just
A flat
But
man.
in the
a
opposite
cylinder,
way?
but we're on the inside of the cylinder.
Oh, is it like the donut planets?
No, it's like a. I'm saying the entire
exist.
thing is a
Walking away
cylinder.
You mean you're
So
riding
Zahara and
horse?
Estrella are having a really
You
in-depth
and
conversation right now about
Natasha
astrophysics.
are. You and Natasha are not having any of this.
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Meanwhile, we're
Yeah.
just talking astrophysics
Yes,
in the meantime,
so
talking
you
about
see,
theories.
it's like if you get to the top of the other side of the cylinder, and then you jump high enough, you just fall to the other side.
Well, I see
Yeah,
it.
and so
Alright,
that's
so
that's
you
what's
guys
actually
make
happened to the
gravitational
Northic
anomalies.
and the rock.
You guys make camp. Estrella continues on her cyclical Earth
Mhm.
theory.
I think
or
they see Kate
cylindrical
just
Earth.
like literally like putting everything down to like just sit down, and then we're like, oh yeah, right, we have to set up camp.
Cade somehow produces a pair of fantasy headphones to just block out noise. No, but you'd probably do.
Kate
Does
opened
anybody
a
else?
book, which is just
Yeah.
about as much as noise-canceling headphones.
And you guys sleep for the day. Zahara, if you want to do your hunt and stuff, you can, but we can also just move on to the next day.
Yeah, I got a 22 for hunting, and ooh, I rolled double 18s. That's a 23 for gathering.
So you
you?
find you get 3 rabbits again, and you find some hardy mushrooms and some
Whoa.
leeks.
Leaks.
Ooh, we're eating great tonight. All right, everybody, we're eating the Zahara specialty rabbit stew, but this
Oh.
time,
Actually, I'm gonna say that you also get a pheasant. You get 2
Oh,
rabbits.
Oh, good variety.
yes, we eat very well that night. It's very tasty. I would like to think.
Thank you. This is wonderful. Very natural and such. Earthy.
Very natural
Yeah,
and such.
Now Estrella's wishing she
I
had
find that the
taken
mushroom
some
really
sashimi to
complements
go.
the pheasant.
Oh yeah.
I said
I
now
find that the
Estrella's
mushroom-
wishing she had taken some tavern sashimi to go.
That good
Mhm.
sashimi.
Hey, it was good.
I do not trust that.
I didn't eat it. I was just taking Ruby's word for it. But apparently, according to Ruby, it's very good.
All right. So, unless you guys want to play any more games,
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
do you guys want to bond anymore? You want to try bonding?
So, Kate, what shape do you
It's
think
like a scared
what shape
child.
do you think Ninda is? Like,
What shape do you think this is?
Can I make what's like the general consensus in like the academic?
To be honest, I had thought about this, but I hadn't come to a conclusion yet.
Wait, you really put thought into this? Oh no.
Because I was trying to figure out if Ninda would be like an Asgard situation, where it's like, it's like a plane, or if it would be like a planet. And I'm still not sure, so the jury's still out.
Okay, well, I will
That's
say
because it's a
whatever
cylinder.
like the general academic consensus is.
Cylinder. I know many academics. The answer is cylinder.
That is not. That part is
I
not
know
true.
many. I'm not asking for
So
your opinion. I
basically,
am
what we have to
plenty
do
an
is we have to get to
academic.
the outside of the cylinder, and that's where the gods are. I figured it out.
Oh my god. I am reading my book. I am not even looking at Estrella anymore. I am not giving her the satisfaction of having my attention.
Zahara went along with it for a little bit, and then Estrella just really went off the deep end, and then she's like, yeah, no, I'm not following you there. So she went to she's gonna
Alright.
like kind of hang out with Ruby.
So you guys wake up the next day. You are on the last leg of your journey. And we're gonna roll that encounter check.
Woo! 9.
9. Alright, roll me a d6.
I want to fight something.
Let's go back and stab the
1.
rock. The rock. I meant the nothing.
I would love to come across a rock in this game.
Ah!
That's terrifying!
Glad I didn't announce it before I put it on screen. I loved that reaction.
That is terrifying!
I think you may get
I
your
wanna
wish.
see
to fight something.
You come across a ghoul.
Oh no.
This ghoul, while the Nothic looked threatening, but evidently just would rather leave you alone. This ghoul, looks quite the opposite. It's not actually holding that arm, but it is holding, some sort of animal. You can't quite tell. It has ravaged it a bit to pieces. However, someone make me a history check to see how much you know about ghouls.
Is it
that would
ghoul
be
a
6.
monstrosity?
No.
It's not. Oh, okay.
I got a 21.
I got a 6.
Wait, what kind of check is it again?
History.
History?
That's a 19, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, Zahara, you might have even actually come across some of these, like, in your travels. You've probably either gotten past them or handled them. And Kade, you've definitely read about these in books. These guys they tend to roam at night in packs, but it is daylight. And this one is alone.
Does it have rabies? I'm kidding.
Mm.
Oh no!
It might have something.
And you can see that it is ravaging on some poor innocent little animal.
What are the odds that
But it
that doesn't attack us?
I'm gonna guess slim.
Okay, good.
Going to say that, yeah, you guys are either going to need to roll stealth with disadvantage because you're on horses. That's how I've decided to do that.
Makes sense.
Or just try and book it. But this, well, tell me what you're gonna try to do first, and then I'll roll to see if it sees you.
I feel that we should just deal with this situation.
I got a 21.
Wait,
21.
for what though? Stealthing?
No, for initiative.
Wait, yeah.
I think you said roll
Oh,
initiative.
no, No, I said I wanted to know if you guys were sneaking,
Why did
booking
I hear
it,
roll,
or if
roll
you were gonna
initiative?
fight.
Well, whatever I did, I got a 21.
All right. Well, I will put that for your
Thank you.
initiative.
That's a good point. I guess I feel like it would probably be slow, but is it like a common menace to society, ghouls? Like, are they something that like...
You might have come across some, but they're not common. They're not natural. They are, I'm gonna say this. Let's see. This guy rolled a nat 20. He clocks you all. And he's further away than he is right now, but he just is ravaging on this like little animal and then just shoots up and is staring at you
I don't
with
like
these glowing
that.
green eyes.
And
Kade and Zahara suddenly remember that ghouls are driven by an insatiable hunger for humanoid flesh.
Oh, that would make sense with the picture.
You see that whatever animal it was feasting on was merely a snack, and it is hungry.
So you think, so could it be nice? Is it possible it could be nice?
No, I think we're just gonna have to deal with the situation.
And Estrella rolled her initiative, Zahara and Kade.
I rolled 2 12s.
I got a nat 20, baby.
Nice. I got a 16.
I got a 24.
This is the second time that I rolling for advantage. I get the same number.
Okay. So we are going
to the rock.
Wait, hold on, sorry.
Good point. Only Kade is human.
Sienna said humanoid.
Oh,
I don't think
she did say humanoid.
Me. Who is in the chat? Andrew, get out of here. Fucking rude.
Oh no. Zahara would never.
Estrella might. You don't know.
Why can't
Kade will probably throw Estrella back,
True.
don't you worry.
It would be a struggle between the two of us.
We'll end up dying.
I have a -1 strength. They have a -2 strength, so it's not gonna go well. Either of us trying to throw anyway.
I have a 0.
All right. Kade, you are up first. What you gonna do?
How far away is this?
This guy is. I'm gonna say you guys clocked him at like 50 feet, and now you guys have been like slowly inching towards him, like trying to figure out what you're gonna do. So he's about 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Well, that's my movement, so I'm just gonna charge him, I guess.
Alrighty.
And attack with a weapon, which is not something I ever do.
Are you staying on your horse? Are you getting off the horse?
Oh fuck. How will that affect?
I believe it will be. You do not have proficiency in mounted combat, so it would probably. I would say that it was
disadvantage, probably.
Disadvantage, but you can get off your horse.
I would like to get off and then run.
I'll allow you guys, because you see this thing coming and you see that it clocks you. I will allow you guys a free action of getting off your horse. I know that it would probably be something, but I'm gonna allow it.
Cool.
So, yeah, you can get off your horse and run at this dude.
Okay. So then I am going to attempt to hit him with my rapier. But I rolled a 3, so that's only an 8 to hit.
That is not gonna do it.
Shocking! Okay, so then I do have bonus actions, because I am a bard. So I'm gonna turn and, I guess, give a head nod to Zahara and give her some bardic.
Cool.
And that is now... is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. And now at that...
It's 1d6 bardic, right?
Yes.
Cool.
That is now Estrella.
Huh? Okay. Okay, so... Estrella also is going to get off the horse and go, I hate this, and then run forward and attempt to attack with her short swords and sneak attack and all that fun stuff. So first attack, or I guess the first attack, I'm going to go with, that's going to be a, what do I add? I have 5. 19.
Yep, that
Okay.
hits.
And then my second one is a 17.
That also hits.
Cool. Okay, so then
surprisingly, this guy is not wearing a lot of armor.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, so then my damage is 4d6s, so hold on. So that's 9, plus 11 is 20, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 20, wait. Nope, that's not how numbers work. 23 damage.
Holy shit, really?
Sneak attack is insane.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that. This dude is dead.
Jesus, I knew that was gonna happen.
Estrella takes him out in one hit. Like,
she just goes up,
Like,
I hate
Dad,
this,
I don't wanna
slash,
go on Dad's
slash,
side."
murder.
Daniel, I don't want to get on your bad side.
Daniel. Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna, yeah. Give me another encounter check, cause
Still got some time left.
Cool. I still
Yeah.
got Bardic. I got a 6.
a 6. All right, roll me that d6.
Woo. I also have a question while I'm rolling this, but I'll tell you the number 5. So I noticed in my notes it says
Roll me another
when-
d6.
Okay, when traveling for an hour or more, when I forage, I find twice as much food as I normally would. So would that be like in addition to like everything? I don't know. I guess this
Yes,
just means
but
that
we're not
good.
gonna. We'll keep that in mind when food is like a matter of importance.
Yeah, 1.
1.
Yep.
Roll me another one. I'm trying to make sure you guys don't get the same monsters.
6.
Okay. Well,
This is for the D6, right?
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, this guy goes away. And you guys then see
Ooh.
10
Oopsies.
sprites.
Oh.
And starting to kind of come out, which is odd because it's daytime. And you just see they're not as humanoid as these guys seem. This is just the picture from D&D Beyond. In my image,
Jesus,
in my
there's a
head,
lot
they
of-
kind of there's 10. In my head, they're more like they're more fairy-like than humanoid. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm picturing
I
them
get
as
that.
like, to be honest, I'm actually picturing them as like the Navi things from Link. With, hey, listen,
Mhm.
Hey,
Hey,
look out!
listen.
Listen!
that's how I imagine the sprites. But this is the D&D. This is the official art for them, so I put that up. But you just see like a swarm of 10 sprites, just kind of like crossing the path.
Do they
Um,
so you have mentioned sprites existing in this world already just normally. Are they generally just kind of
Oh.
no?
So they are not normal in this
Oh.
world.
Oh,
They
sorry. I meant
appeared-
normal in the last 6
Realms.
months, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Sorry. Then yes.
But like, are they? I guess what I'm getting at is, are they hostile, or are that was a weird way of saying hostile,
No.
or are they just kind of existing?
They just exist.
Okay. So I guess I would
The ones
have-
you guys saw the night that the realms collided, they honestly looked a little frightened and scared, and as soon as somebody opened a window, they dashed out because they didn't like being in an enclosed space.
All right.
I guess we
Yeah.
can just try and walk through
Yeah.
them.
I mean, Estrella would have, wiped the ghoul blood off of her and got back on a horse and just go through.
Yeah. Do
And,
they speak common?
Do they speak common? That's a good question. Let me find out. Yes, they do.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna like kind of greet them as we pass. Like, good eye. How you going?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
little voice.
Hello. Hello.
Caitlin loves that voice.
That's
Cade
amazing.
Cade is indifferent, but oh my god.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Good eye. Good eye. Good eye.
Good day.
I eye them suspiciously.
They have a bit of like they people have been noticing this that kind of since the realms collided, and they've been in our version of in our
The
plane.
inside of the cylinder.
Yeah, sure. They
No.
no, it's not. They have they have almost like a parrot-like ability. They like to just mimic speech, because it's not, especially of other races that are native to this realm and not others. They've never really seen people before. So, when you guys speak to them, they kind of mimic you. I mean, they will like actually answer questions if you had any, but they will kind of just mimic you if you
Well,
yeah.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so
Flattery,
thank you.
flattery, flattery, flattery.
Alright then.
I love this.
I'm giggling. Well, Zahara doesn't have any like thing in particular to say, so
Yeah, no.
What
I just
are
eye
you
them.
all doing out in the sun?
Ghouls, hunting ghouls.
Oh,
ghouls.
are there a lot of ghouls around here?
Lately, yes.
We just saw one further back.
Ghoul?
Well,
We
not
killed
anymore.
though.
Yes, he's quite
Right.
dead.
He's quite dead.
They like look slightly behind you.
I don't know how to feel
Nice.
about these things. I'm gonna just like suspiciously keep walking.
We don't know how to feel about you either.
You know what? Fair.
You're strangers to
I
us.
also don't know how to feel about you. If, I don't know how to feel about them at all. I say it to the to the sprites. I get it.
You are one to talk up there.
I don't know what you're talking
one of them
about.
One of them flies up and gets super in Estrella's face and goes, "I love your hat."
Oh, thank you.
And then
I like
flies
my hat
backwards.
too.
And you see another one.
I imagine Ruby is kind of like bouncing on my shoulder, like kind of like wanting to like eat them, but I'm kind of like keeping her down. Like, no, don't.
One of them,
Get it, Ruby, get it.
one of them does fly up to Zahara and Ruby and actually just like gives a little pat to Ruby's head and it's just and
Ruby's kind of like snapping, like it's an insect. I want to eat it.
and like is all just dodging all the little all
Ruby,
the
quit it.
all the little snaps from her beak. Another one goes over and kind of flutters around Kade and just looks at you, looks at you in the eyes and like puts its little hands like on your face
Aw.
and just goes, "Good," and flies back to their grouping.
They're so cute.
I'm here for this. I don't
There
know
we
about you, but I'm
go.
very here for this.
Can we go?
All right.
We do have to get to Dorsima.
Would
we're
you all
almost
like
there.
to come with us? And so I guess we travel with the 10 pixies. I mean, sorry, sprites.
They will. They basically have just deemed that you guys seem like fun people to just kind of travel with, and they follow you to the rest on the rest of your journey to Dorsima. However, when it does get time to when you arrive at the I guess city gates, they bid you all farewell and they say, "Good luck."
Bye.
Bye.
Nice traveling with you.
Oh dear.
And Cade, you didn't know this, but one was like sitting on your head
Ugh.
the rest of
That
the
was
ride.
my favorite.
I like to imagine that they were like kind of some of them just like sitting on the horses, swinging their legs. Some of them kind of just like buzzing around our heads.
God.
Sitting on my horns.
Hate
They can sit on
that.
my horns.
You see that as you depart with them, two of them fly out from Monty
Oh,
And,
it's even
he
worse.
goes, that tickled. Bye, friend.
Oh, it's the first
He waves a
Monty
break.
voice of the day.
No, she said
Oh,
it
she did.
earlier.
Oh,
I did a
okay.
version, and so and then they also like they boop Monty on the leafy nose that he doesn't really have, and just goes and fly, and with that they fly off. And you guys arrive in Dorsima. Whoops, I used the wrong mouse.
Ooh.
Alright.
And
Library
you
of
guys have
Mysteries and Magic.
arrived from like this area. You're coming into town from this direction.
Okay.
Snake's foot. I love these. The blind owl, snake's foot. Fantastic.
A library.
All right, we made it.
Right.
Here we
We've
are.
reached
And
town.
this is the one thing that we will do before you guys leave, or before we end today's session, is just figure out where you're sleeping, or where you're gonna stay, I should say.
Heard very strange noises coming in
I-
from outside my door.
I want to stay at the candle bed so that I can actually meet one of the various Sunnies because I never did that the last time because I stayed in the woods.
Yeah, this is more of like a town rather than a village, so it's odd if you were to camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Just camping
Since-
like on the beach.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Since I guess we don't know anyone in town necessarily, that's pretty much our only option is to stay at the inn. Unless someone knows something in town.
I'm gonna need you to make a deception check.
Perception?
No,
No.
it's
You guys can make insight though.
okay.
Oh.
Cade
you said
being
deception.
deceptive about knowing someone. Insight.
I got a 21.
Hmm.
I got a 13.
I got a 14.
I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing has happened.
I don't know how
So
that
I suppose there's probably a candlebed in town. I mean, there's candlebed everywhere. You know, chains and all that.
Yes, I probably shouldn't camp out here, but we
Probably
got
not. I mean, there's some farms if
Yeah.
you want to go stay in a hay bale somewhere.
don't tempt me.
I'm
I
going to
would.
stay at the
Don't
inn.
tempt me.
So we found a bag of gold. I'm going to stay at an inn. Thank you.
True.
All right, so we've
Uh,
got Zahara and Estrella staying at the inn.
I'm gonna. So, do we like put horses at like a stable or something?
Yeah, so there's like a stable like at the candlebed, like over here. They do like have a stable portion outside, because they're an inn, so they, you know, have a
I'll
lot
like
of travelers.
walk with you guys to do like to put horses away, and then after we like stable horses, I'm gonna say, I have a place to stay here.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
Some of that,
with who?
Myself.
Oh, you have a
Fine,
house
I
here?
have an apartment here.
Oh, do you?
I
Oh.
came from Dorsima. I've been staying here for months.
Oh, that does make sense. You did kind of.
Yeah, you've been
note
staying
that.
here for the last
Mm.
year.
For a year. For a year. I've been staying here for a year.
Oh, so you weren't going to offer that to your traveling companions? I did, you know.
No.
I mean, don't be rude. We don't want to impose.
I want to impose.
How big is my apartment? How many people can fit comfortably
At
in my
least
apartment?
3.
I'm gonna say that you have so you have the upstairs apartment. I'm gonna say that it's a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's not like a studio. So you do have like you have a living room, you have a couch, you know, at least Zahara has a sleeping bag.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say, I think my apartment would be up to Zahara's standards. She's welcome to stay. Estrella, I just can't imagine you being comfortable on a couch or a
I
floor.
mean, you're not wrong about, you know, I do like to live in a little bit of luxury, but I also like to keep my money. when I have the option. So, it's like 6 of one, half a dozen, whatever.
Quite funny, just the other moment you were ready to spend it at the candlebed. You were pretty excited
I was
about
simply
it.
saying.
Weren't you?
Here's the thing. Between sleeping in a hay bale and sleeping in an inn, I'm gonna pick the inn. But between sleeping in an inn and sleeping somewhere that's also indoors in a house, not out in the wilderness, that's free, that's a harder choice.
Oh,
True.
fine. If anyone wants to sleep in my living room, you can. And I just start to walk away.
Well, it probably would be best if we all stick together.
Yes, don't go out
don't you think?
alone, as we've been told, apparently, bonding or whatever.
Mhm.
We got
We're
quite
not-
a
we're
lot
not-
to
I am
figure out
going
with
to
this.
go to Laz's Lavish Luxuries and purchase pillows. And
Okay. Hold on. Give me one moment, because I did not set some of this.
I mean,
up.
you don't have to set that up. We can just say that I do that if you. Oh, you're showing us the whole thing, just so you know. Okay.
Yeah, I know. There wasn't really many secrets. We're gonna
Okay.
go back to Lilybrook for a second, because that's where I actually had
Okay.
this set up.
What time is it? What time of day is it right now?
It's midday.
Midday. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So we still have the
Uh,
rest of the day to
Mhm.
do
Yes.
things.
So I am going to. We're first going to drop things
you-
off. I'm heading over to. I presume there is a Laz's because there's also always a Laz's.
Yeah, there
I
is.
know. I saw the map, but I'm assuming Estrella would just
Yeah.
assume that there is one.
I'm going to join you because I want to pick up a health potion or two.
That sounds lovely.
Just
Yes,
to have.
I would like. And so I walk in and I look directly towards the the very nice bedding section.
Okay. So you walk in and you are greeted with, this is the first time that we have that we, as in you guys, have walked into Laz's Lavish Luxuries.
Ooh.
In general, or just for the campaign?
For the campaign, but because it's the
Can
first
we call it
time
La La Lou?
you guys are walking in.
I'm
no.
going to call it that. It's
I
just
mean-
too many. It's too
Well,
many L.
yes,
It's
she
too many
does.
words.
Actually, I don't know.
They're
You'd have
so
to ask the
big.
shopkeep.
All right.
So, so you walk in and Laz's Lavish Luxuries is huge, but like too huge.
Aw.
Like,
TARDIS
it's
style.
Bigger on the
Got it.
inside.
Oh.
Bigger magic.
And so you walk in and it is multiple floors. You see potions, colorful potions lining the walls. You see bottles of booze. You see books. You see everything imaginable. You see swords and weapons and armor. And you even see like a toy section. And then right in the middle of the room, and it takes up the 3 floors, there's 3, you see a massive, what looks like a massive, like, claw machine. And on it says, Laz's Lottery Loot. And you see, like, a multitude of things within this giant claw machine. And off to the side, you see, like, a cashier's desk, and you...
Oh god. I'm always alarmed when they just appear.
Sorry. And you see, someone that you can probably assume is Laz, but, I mean, you can, leave that up to your discretion, and they say...
Is this gonna be
I
like
mean-
the inn where it's like there's a different
Yeah,
Laz for
because
each
presumably
town?
we've all been in
I don't
a
know.
Laz's before. I would guess. So
when you guys have been... Give me history checks real quick.
That's
an
a
11.
6.
That's a math
Wait,
is
is
hard.
Cade coming with us, or did you
Yeah,
stay in your
yeah.
apartment? Okay.
No, I'll come with 10.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't very high DC or anything. This, every time that you've been in Alaz's Lavish Luxuries, it's been somebody
Okay.
different. A lot of times it's like a sullen-looking teen that.
So we can't. So then
I
we
mean,
wouldn't
makes
be
sense.
able to
Sullen
assume
will.
that this. So we wouldn't be able to assume that this one is the actual
Correct.
Laz, I guess.
Oh, I guess actually wouldn't, but this person looks a little more opulent than the
Okay.
usual sullen-looking teens that you have encountered.
Okay.
And so this person sees you guys walk in. You hear a little chime over the door. So you walk in and you say, "Hello, hello. What do we have here?"
Hello, we're travelers. I'm looking for pillows and blankets and, that just comfortable bedding, please.
Oh, darling, we have the most comfortable
I'm sure
bedding.
you do.
Third floor. Third floor.
Thank you.
There is an elevator.
Oh,
over
wonderful. And Estrella goes straight
got-
for the
you-
elevator. Straight beelines.
there. Oh, you lovelies, you look like you've had a day and a half. Can I get anything
I
for
guess
you?
I still am covered in ghoul
Yeah,
blood.
could you point me to the help? Oh, right. I didn't even get to fight.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
it's
I'm, like,
just
clean,
me
except
who's
for
covered.
Yeah.
the
Who's
horse.
got it?
He's covered in blood.
Cade, I suppose you have a shower, right?
I suppose I do.
No,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that Cade's apartment doesn't have is any bathing
Cade doesn't
utilities.
bathe.
That
That's
is
a
not true.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Rebecca.
Just
Cade
say
has a
Estrella
bathroom. Cade has a
probably
very
want a
nice
shower.
bath.
That's good.
Kate is very clean.
I'm looking for your potions, please. Also the toy section.
Why, you lovely.
What is Zahara getting in the toy section?
You'll see.
Toy
Oh,
section.
it's a
What kind of potion, lovely?
Well, first I'm looking into a health potion, and also interested in the rest of the lot you might have.
Right. Give me one moment. All right, I'm gonna need you guys to roll me some things then. Roll me a
Okay.
d6.
All of us or one of us?
Just
Oh.
one of you. This is just how many things are in this store.
4. He has 4 things in the store, or she, or they. I don't know.
4 total.
They are gender fluid, so you would have to ask their pronouns of the day.
Okay, I like that.
They do have like a little. They look like they have a little magical not. They don't wear a pin because that would not match their aesthetic, but they definitely have like a little board in front of them that like shifts depending on how they're feeling.
I like that. So right now it says they.
Yeah, right now it's they them. And roll me a d4 and then a d10.
Wah! I'm like throwing my dice. I got a 4
I love
on the
this
4. And then and then a 7 on the 10.
All right. So they have 4 healing potions in stock, 4 greater healing potions in stock. And I did just ad-lib the toy section, so
I keep getting random chills.
I ad-libbed the toy section. So I'm going to say, hold on, I'm just going to
Are you googling toys?
no, I'm looking at something else. I'm trying to figure out.
Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs.
Oh my gosh.
I love Lincoln Logs.
Me
Yo,
too.
I'm
They're such an
obsessed
old
with
place.
Lincoln Logs.
Yes.
They're
They're
tinker
so
toys.
Yes.
They have link.
Any toys where you got to
Yes.
build, like Legos, Connects, Lincoln Logs.
I had so many
Oh,
of all
the
of
best.
those. My dad
Same.
started making art projects out of my Tinker toys, so
Not
Yeah.
That's
surprising.
awesome.
yeah, we have a whole bunch of little he took a bunch of Tinker toys and sort of stuck them together in certain ways and then like painted them and made like different animals and
Ooh.
like sculptures and
Actually.
This is Rebecca's dad's story of
Yeah,
the day.
this is a short one, but I don't have any pictures or anything of these. They're all at home in New Jersey. I just saw them. I almost took one with me, but
Aww.
but he would like I don't know, use tools on them to like I don't know, drill into them and stuff and give them new holes so that
dear.
or like
Oh.
so that he could like put
like
them
that.
in different shapes than they're supposed to be. Anyway, to get animals. But they're pretty cool.
Okay, so for the healing and greater I was in a daze. So for the healing and greater healing, they have 4 of each. Healing potions are 50 gold. Greater healing are 150.
Okay, and remind me how much each one of them heals again?
I believe it's. Hold on, now I gotta look it up because I don't have it in front of me. Just typed healthing potion.
Common 2d4 plus 2. Uncommon 4d4 plus 4.
No, so regular healing is 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing is 4d4
sorry. I
plus-
said common because that's the rarity that's listed. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong. But yeah, whatever. Sorry.
And
Okay.
then for the other potion possibilities, they say, well, we have a variety of price ranges and abilities of potions. Do you have something in mind?
No, I'll just browsing.
Okay. We have some potions of speed, mind reading, invisibility, fire breath, but I don't see that being a problem for you, sweetheart.
It's I actually got lightning.
Oh, fancy. We've got climbing and clairvoyance. Those are our potions of the day. And then I have to point this out because it's my lovely invention. I'm Laz, by the way, if you didn't get that off the bat.
You're the store owner.
I am the
name.
proprietor of this massive chain.
Well, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. And what are your names, lovelies?
I'm Zahara, and this right here is Kade, and the tiefling who just ran off toward the elevator is Estrella.
Very nice to meet you all. Well, I hope to see you around. Are you staying in town? Are you staying in Dorsima?
Yeah, we'll be staying here for a couple nights, maybe. Don't know exactly how long, but we'll be here for a little while.
Well, I hope to see you around, possibly at the Snake's Foot, or just about town. But I hope you all enjoy your stay here. If there's but as I said, I must point this out. My Laz's lottery loot. Oh, messes me up every time, and I made the name. Laz's lottery loot. Just for 100 gold, you can get a lovely little surprise.
Interesting. I'll think about it. In the meantime, though, could I get standard health potions, please?
How many?
Just 2 for now.
2. Alrighty, coming right up. And you see they, without even looking, they know where everything in this store is. Without looking, they just grab 2 healing potions off the shelf behind them and put them on the counter. That'll be 100 gold.
Alright, here you go.
Thank you very much.
So bold.
And, what was your toy section again?
Our toy section, it's right over there and points to around the corner. I'm gonna say that they have, like, stuffed animals, Lincoln Logs, fantasy Legos, and stick and the the thing that they played in the olden times, the like stick with the ring.
Stick with
You know, you really see it in movies.
Ball cup.
No,
No.
like a hula hoop with a stick that you run next
Yeah,
to.
like, yep, yeah, it's one of those.
Is
things.
it a noise maker?
No, it's a hula
like
hoop.
a
You
skip
run
it?
next to it and make it like roll along next to you.
Yeah,
Oh, skip it.
No,
No.
like
No,
it's
not a skip it. We were incorrect.
no. It's like this.
I'm gonna need you to send me a picture because I can't even visualize what you're talking
You've
about.
never.
Fine.
Anyway, so
do
Zahara turns
Oh.
to Monty and says, "All right, Monty, you can pick out the toy. Not to, but feel free to pick something out."
Monty goes, really? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. And he goes like waddling off into the toy section. I was gonna say that you hear a big crash, but I don't want Laz to throw you guys out, so no, you don't hear a big crash, it just would be funny.
Okay, good.
And he comes
Monty?
waddling back with like a little teddy bear.
Oh.
And
What
he's
is
like,
that? I have no idea what that is.
never seen that?
I just
No,
for content, I
this
just sent
stick-
her a picture.
I know.
I'm letting the audience
No,
know.
I know. Oh, okay. But yeah, he comes waddling back with a little teddy bear.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
an old game,
And
like real old.
Aw.
and he like kind of like hugs it in his branches, and he goes, "His name is Fred."
All right,
I'm gonna write that in my notes.
Fred
Fred.
the Ted.
Right, and she's gonna turn back to Laz and ask the bear.
Oh, that darling. You know what? I have a soft spot for awakened shrubs. You can take it.
Soft spot for awakened shrubs.
Saint that you are.
Hey, everybody, the thing.
What?
What? No, I'm kidding. No,
Uh,
they just said everybody has their thing, and they wink.
well, I'm not
Oh, dear.
actually here, so. As I ran
true.
upstairs to go get. Do I find pillows? What do I find upstairs?
Yeah, you find pillows and blankets.
Cool. I get. What do I?
How extravagant do you want
These
to
are
be here?
pillows and blankets, so I hope they're not too expensive.
Yes.
But
Want,
I
like,
do want nice ones.
Other pillows.
So I'm
or just like polyfill.
feather. Obviously.
Okay, well, it's
Satin.
gonna be more expensive.
Or silk
Sateen.
pillowcase.
I suppose what I really need is see, I don't want to leave them here when I leave. You'd think that honestly Estrella should already own this, but like
I would be fine with retconning and say that you already own, like, that you have in your pack. You have to have a pack. You do
Yeah.
travel, so that you have at least like a blanket and a
okay,
pillow.
then I'm buying an air mattress. Or the fantasy equivalent of an
course
air
you are.
mattress.
Of course you are. Now you have to make me figure out how that looks, and how much it would be.
Pulling out all
give me
the
a second.
stops.
Give me 1 second.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you want to just figure out how much that costs and tell me later so you don't spend time looking it up and stuff now, you could do that.
Yeah, it's, I'm gonna say that for that it's 2 gold.
Sold.
A bedroll is 1
Sold.
gold, but I think
Yes.
an inflatable
Yes,
mattress
mine is a
should be-
thicker bedroll. I'm tired of sleeping on the ground.
Right. Okay.
It's got an
yeah.
air elemental
So-
in it.
Right.
Oh
it
my
has air method.
goodness.
It has an air
So are there
method.
just
Air
water
method.
elementals and water beds?
And actually, no, I'm gonna say that it does have an air method in it, and that's how it
Yes.
stays inflated, and that's how it becomes
Yes.
inflated. And Laz looks to you and says, "Take care of this one. Steve is very sensitive."
Will do. Thank you. I'll write that down too. Steve.
Error message. It doesn't big. Um.
All right. So anyway,
So I
yeah.
will say, that. So I'm. Are you
Yeah.
guys finished here?
So now that I have my air mattress, we're going to drop everything off at Cade's place, I assume, and since it is 9:30, I guess we can describe Cade's place next time, maybe. I don't, because
Well, I am going to. Well, I mean, Cade can write me a description of how your apartment looks. But I will say we are going to finish off with this. Cade, you've been gone for about a week. Not anything strange. You told Michaela, she knows not to rent out your room. And you open up the door, and in the middle of your living room is a pack, a forest green pack.
A forest green. Sorry,
Okay, sorry, that was not. Forest
Rebecca
green
has
is another one of Rebecca's
D&D
former
character
characters.
called that.
Also stemming from something completely something different. Another story for another time.
Oh my god, I just realized. Guys, I have Monty with me. It's Monty!
I love the sound of the bobble. Hello everybody. I'm Monty. But so there's a green, like a deep green pack just sitting, actually on your coffee table, like in your living room. And I mean, if you guys want to open it now, you can. If you want to open it next week, that is cool too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
well, I mean that's up to.
Should we open it now or
I
should
feel
we
like
wait?
that. I mean, we're not just gonna walk into your apartment and open your pack, presumably.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
Cade.
on you if you.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
I have no patience.
All right.
I still, again, this is the second time that you have opened something that I really just want to be like, okay, make a dexterity saving throw. But I can't do that. So I will say, you open the pack and sitting sitting at the top of the pack is a letter, written in the same script that you guys have come to know. And it says, "Find the key that knows the lock. Find the root that knows the rock. Find the things you're seeking in the place you fear to look. Promise me that you'll take care, you'll show caution, you'll beware. There are many dangers in the pages of these books."
What the fuck? What's in
And
the pack?
on that note,
On that note.
And
I think that's a great spot to leave off and leave our characters completely dumbfounded.
we'll find out what's in the pack next.
No! Damn it!
Cliffhanger!
Story tonight, guys.
All right.
I'm tired of these.
Andrew, I realized that it never came up, but you asked to see our dice, so I was just going to show Andrew because he asked. So these are my Estrella dice. They look black in my camera, but they are red. They're just like, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I can see.
They're like red. They're like dark red, sparkly. And then I also have these other dice that I've been using that are blue with like gold flecks in them and black. So it looks like creepy trees.
These are my die that I use for our home campaign.
So I don't necessarily
these are-
have like character die, but
Purple and sparkly because my character is all
see.
about the night sky.
Shannon, nope.
Very dark.
So-
Denied.
Yeah.
Or-
And the dice
because
did
it's like-
redeem themselves. They did not roll terribly.
Yay.
They rolled pretty well,
Yeah.
actually.
It must have just been the one time. So
Not
I've
a
got like
single
this,
nat
which
one.
is like
There you
kind of like
go.
starry sky. And then
Hey,
I got these
podcast.
from Kate for Christmas.
Oh yes,
Aw.
Yeah.
I have a matching set.
And also, thank you
Mhm.
for all the lurkers showing up here at the end. Welcome.
I thought
Yes.
you said workers, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
To all the workers who made
Yeah,
these.
thank you to all the
All
workers who
that
have,
made this
who made
stream
the stream possible.
I ordered mine from an Etsy shop. Like it's just some girl like in her
Yeah.
house. It's not like
She's still working hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I
would
want to
call
go to
her
the
a
Archaeologist Society
the
so
lurking
bad, but-
workers.
All right.
Lurker.
And with that,
All right, Ninda.
yeah.
All right, poops. With that is where we will end our session tonight. Tune in 2 weeks from now to see what's in this pack, and tune in to find out how many more creepy notes this party is going to receive.
Yes.
Um,
It never ends.
will never
Good night,
end.
everyone. And
Thank you guys so much for I'm skipping to the end to give my acknowledgments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to us, subscribe. I feel like a real internet person. Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah. Join the
Follow us
Discord.
on our social media. Join the Discord.
And
And
we'll be back next Friday with a nostalgic game. We haven't decided on yet, so look out for that decision.
True.
my vote is Pajama
Well,
Sam.
We will see.
We still need to finish.
But
what's it called?
yeah, don't go out alone, guys.